And since then, by the way, I have had numerous interactions that have been good socially, whether it's like I've run into somebody who I hadn't seen in many years, like somebody who I knew like way, like, you know, in high school or something. Great social interaction, pulled it off perfectly. You know, all these things. I've approached people that I wouldn't have necessarily approached and initiated conversation trying to kick out. Because you remember I told you that I went to this gathering in Los Angeles like last month or whenever it was, and I mean collapsed. It was terrible. It was a calamity is what it was. People just coming up to me and starting conversations, and I couldn't maintain a conversation with any of them. And I take all the blame. It's my fault. I'm the one who did it. And it wasn't due to a lack of interest. It wasn't because, you know, I was being a dick or something like that. It was because that part of my brain could not become activated. And then it panicked. Instead of going like, okay, we got to do something here, it panicked, fight or flight kicked in, and we decided not to fight this one. We flighted on that, and I just stood there. I tried to blend in with the wall like that Gautier video. You know, paint myself up so you can't even see I'm there anymore. So I go, you know, well, we had that conversation when it happened. And I said, well, we shouldn't do that again. Then it happened again.
Is it when you know somebody and you already have some sort of rapport with them, you feel comfortable? If you're starting from scratch with somebody, is that the issue? Starting from scratch is tough, but even more difficult is that middle ground. I think that's what it is. I do very poorly in the middle ground, where we're not starting from scratch, but a rapport hasn't truly developed. So I internally, and maybe I'm overthinking this, have not determined what the relationship is and to what degree we're friendly. And when that hasn't been calibrated, I just fall apart. Like and I think that because that's what happened in Atlanta. It was. You know the wrestler Trish Stratus? Okay, yeah.
The lady wrestler?
Yep.
She approached me. And she goes, "Hey, good to see you." I go, "Oh, good to see you too." She goes, "How's it going?" I said, "Everything's great. How about you?" She said, "Great." Done. Stared right back at her. I was like, "Oh." But you know, and then you know what she is very good at social interactions, and then she starts making a joke out of it, trying to ease it, and she goes like this, "Okay, well, I guess we did it then. I guess we did it." And I was like, "Yeah." You know, I mean, but it was just like the fact that the brakes went right on, like we were moving, the brakes came on, and I was like, I just put the brakes on that. I don't know why I did that. I didn't know what to do after that. You know, I was really like fingers crossed. Maybe there's another person here. Maybe there's something else. But when I said, "I'm great, how are you?" and she said, "Great," and I was like, well, I'm not prepared to pick up this. I'm not prepared to pick this up here, and I don't know where to go with this.
Is it because she's so attractive?
It doesn't help the situation. It certainly doesn't help.
But she's in wrestling, you know what I mean? Like, I understand if it's like you don't have any common ground.
That's right.
But I mean, there's so much you could talk about.
So much.
You probably, like, if she walked in here right now, you could probably do an hour-long interview without having any notes.
We had a wrestler in here yesterday. I didn't know he was coming in. We did the interview right there. It was fine.
It was great.
Right, and I had no, like, we were getting texts like 15 minutes before, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I was like, "Of course, sure. If he's here, come on in. I like him."
And you just can't, like, chit-chat about wrestling with her? Like, you don't have anything to say to her about
I mean, I got a ton of things to say.
So why the freeze?
I don't know. It wasn't like a deliberate. It was just like, here we go again, and I can
so
feel
you're
like
psyching yourself out,
right? And I could feel it clicking in. I go, "Oh, there he is." It's my social anxiety demon. I don't know if I got it from Cheyenne Marte like the other demons, but it clicks back in, and I go, "Ah, God damn it, it's back."
It's like, don't do it. Oh, we're here again. I'm like, yep, there he is. There he is again. Just pulling the brakes, pulling the emergency brakes, hitting the glass, you know, on the subway, smashing the glass. Like, stop right there. I go, why'd we stop? I'm telling myself, in my brain, the little man in my brain, why'd we stop there? And he goes, I don't know. And I go, well, it's too late now. The damage is done.
Right.
She thinks you're an asshole.
You think so?
I mean, I don't, you know. Yeah.
Right. Right. She's probably thinking, like, I don't understand. Like, she knows why I'm there. She knows who I am. She wasn't meeting me for the first time. I literally did a phone interview with her 3 days before.
You can't say to her, "Hey, thanks for
doing the show.
Hey, thanks for jumping on the."
Because then in my head I go like this. She probably doesn't even know she was talking to me because she was on the phone. I go, of course she literally addressed me by name. Of course she knew exactly who she was talking to.
Yeah, I would assume everybody in wrestling knows who you are.
To some degree.
Yeah, especially like currently.
I'm out there.
Yeah, you work for the company.
I'm outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever think about trying those like classes?
What kind of classes?
Like social classes, like where they teach you how to like.
I thought you meant clown college.
Well, I think there were a couple guys in New York a few weeks ago.
Okay, I don't want to go to that class.
Who were teaching a course on this, and they're good.
You're saying in that moment I should have picked it open and gone with it. Maybe I should have looked at her and said, you know, the two of us would never get along because I don't want to take your shit and you don't want to take mine.
I prefer to tell people that my friends and I pulled off an incredible caper. And that nothing could possibly wreck this day.
That's why I can't go to the class. Can you imagine if she was like, how are you doing? Great. How are you doing? Great. I go, you know, I'm doing great. My friends and I just pulled off an incredible caper and nothing could ruin this day. And she'd look back at me like, what?
Did I hear that bullshit from Mystery?
Yeah, what is this? Is this VH1 in 2002? What are you talking about? I go, honestly, I don't know. I just learned it in a class. A Blaze taught me it. Yeah, no, I don't know because then I'll register other conversations which are perfectly like, yep, that was a great conversation. I'm having wonderful interactions with people who I haven't seen in a while. But then then that middle ground pops up where I'm like, well, we have been familiar for a lengthy period of time, but we don't know each other like that, right? So it's like, I'm like, and maybe it's because I don't like to like be phony about it,
right?
So I don't want to pretend like, hey, let's pretend we're best friends. Like I have trouble with that,
yeah,
because it's like we're not, and it makes me feel like I'm trying to convince you that we're best friends, even though you know that we're not. So I'm not going to do that.
Have you thought about trying to just be comfortable with the uncomfortable and don't let, like, when you had this weird interaction with her, did she feel that you were uncomfortable?
100%, because she was the one that started going like, well, okay, I guess we did. And she starts making jokes about the fact that the conversation just died immediately. She's great. She knew exactly what had happened.
She called it out.
She handled it with Canadian humor. You know, she called it out perfectly. I was like, I mean, thank God you turned it into something funny, because otherwise we would have, this would have been painful.
Did you feel stupid?
Like a total idiot. Yeah, like as dumb as it comes. Like, you know, like there were just rocks clinging around in my skull. Like there's just nothing of everything. I've never been more busy, and still there's just nothing to report. You know what I mean? Like there's just nothing to say. I guess I got nothing going on.
You just can't be like, what was her question to you? Who started the conversation?
She approached me.
Okay, and said,
hey, how are you? I'm great. How are you? She said, oh, everything's great. And I was like, okay.
And you can't say something like, oh, I'm doing great. Although apparently with everybody in Atlanta, I forgot my assless chaps.
Oh my God, that would have been so fucking great.
And then,
oh my God, you just came up with that just now?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
But you just say something
By the way, that would have been
stupid.
Perfect. I forgot my Beyonce chaps even, I could have said. If I didn't want to say assless.
Or your cowboy hat. I left my cowboy hat.
I left my Cowboy Carter hat at home.
Hope she doesn't get stuck in the car up there.
Right. The Beyonce traffic.
And she probably likes Beyonce, so you can
Who
start a
doesn't like-
conversation about Beyonce.
I mean, the whole reason the city's taken over, because everybody knows who Beyonce is. That would have been great. I wish
you just can't think of something.
I wish you were there with me. Just say something about the cowboy hats. Say something about the glittery cowboy hats.
But it's just...
And you know what? She used to wear a glittery cowboy hat to the ring. There's a connection right there.
Did you bring your glittery cowboy hat?
You should have brought your cowboy hat back. You could have gone to the stadium.
And that could have been in. You'd be like,
oh my God.
Is that like one of those things where it's like when you had it like replay a conversation in your head? Why didn't I say this? I couldn't have said
I mean, that would have been perfect. That literally would. I mean, there's no way. Because then if she was like, even if she didn't get it, if she was like, what do you mean? I go, well, Beyonce's in town. And then, I mean, it's such an easy, no matter what direction to go, it's an easy pickup. And it gives it, all we needed was 2 minutes there. I mean, it was going to move out of the, naturally, but 2 minutes max. But I couldn't get past 45 seconds.
And you just don't act like you're uncomfortable.
Right.
It's like you have to learn some like breathing techniques or something.
No, because you know what's comfortable for me? Just sitting in a room by myself. Love that.
I hear you, but if she literally walked in this room, you'd talk to her like it was nothing.
That's true.
Radio people turn into fucking weirdos. They do, and we've worked with them, and you've seen this before.
And that's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I need in my life, to turn into a weirdo.
You've turned into it's too late. You got to either reverse course or just head down the path you're going.
No, I want to reverse course. I don't want to turn into a bigger weirdo, because then, what's the only next thing? What's the three things for radio people? They turn into weirdos who don't know how to have conversations off the air. Then they end up being obsessed with free shit that is really valueless for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, they go crazy when it's like, hey, this is free. Of course it's free. It has no value. It's a t-shirt that's not even your size. And then they take big shits and don't flush the toilet. Yeah. I don't want to, that's not the road I want to go down. That's not how I see the rest of my life panning out. I don't want to be sitting there going like, well, of course you lay a layer of toilet paper down and take a shit on top of it.
It's called a nest.
Right. Of course that's what you do. Because that's what people do around here. Especially guys that have been in the radio business for years. I mean, Mike, you worked with veterans of the game. 10-10 wins. Am I wrong about the path that these people go on? Your dad. I'm sure there's shit nests in your house.
Well, I mean, where do you think the Montone jug comes from? The fact that this man would drive around with a fucking red container stained with urine crystals on it.
He wouldn't wash it every time?
He claims that he washed it. My sister and I beg to differ, but all I know is that if I needed a ride home from practice and I saw his car rolling up instead of my mother's, I prayed that nobody else was jumping in with me.
Because they might find the jug.
Yeah, but fucking radio people don't know how to go to the bathroom.
Right. It's weird. It's weird. And that's the path it goes on. It feels like it goes from conversation, goes out the window, to free stuff that you don't need and is valueless, to they don't know how to go to the bathroom anymore. And
my father only interacts with his own family in sound bites.
You can't do that.
They're not even a real conversation.
Oh, you can't do that. I don't know how it happens. I hope that's not happening to me. He does, though. He talks in sound bites.
Oh, yeah.
And probably like puns that are set up to be a transition to the next bit,
and a lot of very judgmental ones that they stung when we were teenagers, but now we're able to fire back. But it's also like you're firing back at a 70-year-old man.
Sure, that thinks he's on the air 24 hours a day. Yeah. No, I can't. You're 100% right, Troy. Radio people end up being total weirdos. I can't let that happen.
I'm trying to help you out here, buddy.
What are you using?
ChatGPT.
Thank God. Does artificial intelligence have an answer here? Because clearly I don't have any natural intelligence.
I said host Sam Roberts has a problem with making small conversations in casual situations.
I mean, did you have to make it so specific? Now AI knows this issue. Now it's in AI's brain.
You're broadcasting it over the airwaves.
I guess it's satellite radio. It's the future.
If Sam Roberts has trouble making small talk in casual situations, here are some concrete strategies that he can use to improve and feel more comfortable.
This better not be the ablaze stuff.
Number one, ablaze. Prepare topics ahead of time.
I can't.
Have a mental cheat sheet of safe and universal conversation starters can be a lifesaver.
I can't do that. I can't be that person. I can't be that person who prepares for casual conversations in advance.
You should maybe have a couple things on deck.
That's so fucking weird, though, when you find out people do that. That's such a weird quality. To, in advance, go, here are my... then I'm wearing a cowboy hat, to peacock next. It's a weird thing to go, here are my... And then... can you imagine? I'm in environments where there are multiple conversations. This isn't a bar. This is maybe it's an arena full of coworkers. It's coworkers here. It's whatever. It's a party where people are interacting with each other. And they're going to go, oh, Sam's here. He had just mentioned to me this happened. And then people go like this. He said the exact same thing to me. He's just going around telling everybody he sees the same thing. I can't have that. That's crazy.
But what's worse, you look like an asshole.
Honestly, I think I'd rather have people walking around going, yeah, I guess he can do a show, but he's kind of an idiot asshole, than is he preparing a conversation that he's telling all of us? I can't have I feel better about like word getting around that I'm horribly awkward than people realizing I've prepared a conversation to drop on everybody. Because you know what happens when people prepare a conversation that they drop on everybody? It feels like you have like ulterior motives. Like, what's his game? What's his strategy? Like, that's the problem with like Mystery and Ablaze. It's like these aren't genuine conversations. Everything is transactional. Everything is leading to another thing. And I don't want people.
But it works. Nicole was like ready to eat out of his hand.
I know she was.
She literally, like, if Mystery was like on the air, Nicole, do you want to come back to my hotel room after this? I think he had a chance.
I do too. Every time he set up a potential opening, she just fell into it like it was a real conversation.
You couldn't believe it.
It happened like 15 times. I was like, why did you do that again? We just called you out the last time you did it. It was 30 seconds ago.
Oh, I forgot.
I thought it was a conversation we were having. No, but I can't do that.
Okay, well, can I give you another recommendation?
Yeah, because I'm not doing the first one.
Okay. Use the Ford technique.
This feels like how to win friends and influence people.
Look, I'm doing the best. I'm trying to help you.
I know, and you're using your best tool, artificial intelligence.
That's right. So the Ford technique is family. Do you have any siblings? Are you from around here?
What are you talking about? If I go up to Trish Stratus and be like, by the way, like, how's the family? I don't mean, do you have any brothers and sisters is what I'm asking you. She go, yeah. What? Yeah, I do. I go, oh, cool.
I mean, you could say, are you family?
I mean, listen, if I found out that somebody I was having a conversation with was a juggalo, that would be a wide open.
I mean, wouldn't that blow your mind if Trish was a juggalette?
Oh, my God. Then it would be no problem. I go, Trish, you and I need to sit down.
You'd still be there talking.
We would. We would. I'd say, if you had a genie, what would your 3 wishes be? And what would she say?
Last night I fucked 3 fat bitches.
That's right. I go, oh, my God. I can't believe this connection we've made.
Okay, occupation. You already know that.
I do.
What do you do for work?
I do.
Do you know?
But I know that. But that's a problem. See, this is the problem. We're past the open, but we're not familiar enough to go in depth. And there's a middle ground here that I don't know how to operate in the middle ground. If it's like we have a shorthand, we have a history, we communicate on a regular basis, easy. If it's just we're total strangers, easy. If it's, no, we know each other, but we don't know each other like that, impossible. You see what I'm saying?
I do. Can I give you another recommendation?
Yeah.
Ask open-ended questions. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Oh, that would be so weird if I did that. If I was like, hey, it's cool that we're here. By the way, this is what you're doing this weekend. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend? She'd be like, what are you doing right now?
I mean, at least you're saying something.
I know, but then word would get around that I was trying to hit on Trish Stratus.
No, but you know how to be a cool guy.
That's not cool to be like, how do you spend, what's your ideal way to spend a weekend? Because then it sounds like I'm trying to plan it.
Okay, here we go. What's the best thing you've seen / read / listened to recently? Maybe ask her what her favorite pod is.
But I don't like other podcasts.
But you're just saying something so you don't look like an asshole.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like you don't really, maybe she'll be like, oh, I like, Haktua, and then you can go into.
Oh, yeah. She did a crypto scam.
Yeah, then it opens it up.
But isn't it weird for the guy who hosts a podcast to be like, what's your favorite podcast?
Isn't it weird that a guy that talks for a living can't talk?
Yeah, that is weird. Yes, to answer your question, that's a weird dichotomy. But like, it almost, if I say that, have you heard any good pods lately? It sounds like I'm fishing. You know what I mean? Like if you say anything other than, yeah, like if she's either got to say mine or make some joke about how it's not mine, but it still feels self-serving. And so I can't do that.
Okay, what about use humor lightly?
Like what? I couldn't think of any jokes.
As a host, Sam likely has a natural sense of timing and wit, which you do.
In some instances, it goes out the window.
Okay, a gentle joke or self-deprecating comment can ease tension. But it should be in the moment, not forced. Like, if you go like, hey.
If she's like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, well, I'm still bald, so not great.
Or you could be like,
would that be good? Malcolm, you like that one? Would that be a good open?
I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's pretty good. That'll get me.
Thank you.
Or you could be like, hey, how's it going? Did you notice I'm still bald?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you notice I'm still bald? Not great, Trish.
Okay. But see, that would have worked.
You like that?
Well, you don't think she would have thought that was funny? It would have been so random, and it's like, why is he talking about being bald?
It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be my go-to.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how are you? It's been a while. Oh, I'm good. I mean, I'm bald, but I'm good.
Exactly.
And then she go, oh, yeah, because she's known me for a while. I remember when you had hair. Right? Oh, yeah, I remember you had that big hair. I'm like, yep, that's gone now.
Gone.
Right. Maybe that's my new open. Still bald, but otherwise good.
Hanging loose.
That's right.
Be comfortable with pauses. Not every silence needs to be filled. Small talk isn't about constant chatter.
Oh.
It's about showing interest in being open. Short pauses are natural and give space to reflect.
But I'm good at pauses. I'm good at because she'll go like, how's it going? I go, good. How about you? She goes, good. And then I pause and just look. But that's not a good place for a
But
pause.
the pause looked uncomfortable. And
That's
you
right.
made her uncomfortable with you being uncomfortable.
So you think I should have just stared right in her eyes and I was like, anything else?
No, you could be like, oh, everything's good.
That's very casual.
You
how
feel like
did that.
relaxed.
Oh, yeah. That's very engaging how you did that.
Yeah, she would have been like, okay, this is funny.
Oh, how good and relaxing is this?
I'm chill and I'm bald.
Yeah, I'm bald, and she goes, you're good. I go, yeah, I mean, bald, but good.
See?
Yeah.
And then she would have, even if it was over, it's like she had a chuckle.
The bald thing could be a very charming thing.
That's your ace in the...
That is my ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my ace in the hole. How are you doing? If I know, because I know when how are you doing pops up, I know if I'm in trouble or not. It starts in the gut.
Yeah.
And then goes to the brain. Yeah. I'm feeling the gut by how you're doing. So if I get that feeling in the gut, I go, I'm going to go for the bald thing. It's going to be I'm going to tell you, the first time I use that bald line, it's going to be like a wild feeling. Because I'm going to go, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not.
But what do you have to lose?
That's true. The reputation of being an idiot.
Well, you walked away from there looking like a real fucking idiot.
You think so?
From what you're describing?
I think I'm describing it pretty accurately.
I mean, look how pretty she is.
I know. I know.
I mean, you just... I'm just embarrassed for you.
You are? Yeah. Mike, you turned off Troy's mic, I think.
That's all right. I'll come over to this microphone. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Dog says, I'm regressing as a human. That's what Hot Dog says.
No, you're turning into every other radio personality that we've ever worked with.
Hot Dog's advice is next time when somebody says what's new, trauma dump on them.
That's funny.
It's a funny thing to do. Like, way too much, way too deep.
Well, the dog shit on the floor before I left. And
Yeah, the dog shit on the floor before I left, and I got mad at the dog, but I felt like I was too mad at the dog, and it made me think, like, am I mad at this dog, or is there something else that I'm mad at? Have you ever experienced that?
See? Turn it around.
Right. Maybe that should be my thing too, like bringing, like, from the very tip of this very casual how are you doing conversation, bring it in way too deep. You know what I mean? Like, bring it, like, now we're talking about what's really going on.
Yeah, like, the wife's nagging me again.
But
I wasn't out there, I didn't mow the lawn before I left.
Yeah, apparently the lawn needs to be mowed. What a bitch, huh?
Trying to put food on the table.
Yeah, that comes across a little toxic, I think. I think the dog thing might work a little better.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that's something you just got to kind of feel out in the moment.
That's true too. And maybe, like, if I look at a guy, maybe if it's a man I'm talking to and he's got, like, anger in the back of his eyes, maybe that is something that he wants to hear.
Because he'll relate.
He'll go like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my ball and chain. He's actually a real bitch too.
I don't know if I want to be in those conversations.
Okay, fair enough.
But, every bit of advice helps,
No, you're just literally turning we have been in a studio with hosts
Yeah.
and we've had a normal conversation and you walk out of those doors and they just become a different person. Where
That's
you're like,
true.
I don't even, like, are you a human? How are you not, like, what's happening?
Listen to this. Hard Rock Johnny says that he's glad we're talking about this because when he saw the 3 or the 4 of us, however it was, after the show that one day,
Yeah.
he says, I thought Sam just didn't like me. I guess I was awkward then too.
Yeah, you're starting to get strange, dude.
Well, I do a lot of talking.
I know you do.
You know, I don't want to talk all the time.
But you just got to learn how to be in these awkward situations. Like, you know, like you don't want Hard Rock Johnny walking away and be like, Sam's a fucking prick.
I know, because I like Hard Rock Johnny.
No.
He's a great dude.
So the last thing you want is to him to think you're an asslass.
That's the last thing I need in
And
this
that's
life.
what you're doing.
Really?
He just said it.
You're right. You're 100% right. You're dead on. Let's go to Tim in New York. By the way, 866-969-1969 is the phone number. 866-969-1969. What's up, Tim?
Always wanted to go on vacation too.
Tim, you're breaking up a little bit. Are you on speaker or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get on.
Yeah. Talk to me. Let's get intimate here. Put that phone right up to your ear. Let's feel each other out here.
That's what my wife says.
That's right.
All right. Is there a place you've always wanted to go on vacation to?
No, I don't even like vacations.
Okay.
No.
All right. So then you ask somebody, where's the best place you've ever been on vacation? Let them talk about themselves. Then
That's
you
the
don't
move.
have to think about it.
That's the move.
And you're grabbing information.
Oh, Tim, now you're speaking my language. That's the move. Use some of these interview skill sets. Tim, that's a very smart thing. That's probably a sales technique, too. Just get them to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
That's the move.
I mean, it's crazy that you can't get her to talk about herself.
I'm sure I could.
Of course you could.
I'm sure I could. I got to come up. Here's what I got to do. As soon as somebody walks in the room, I got to come up with I'm doing well, by the way, and ask them a question coming right off of it. Don't say anything about what I'm doing. Just ask them about themselves. Because most people, not me, but most people, if you just get them talking about themselves, what they're going to come off of that conversation going, that was a great conversation. Yeah. People love talking about themselves.
Love it.
But I put too much of myself on other people. I don't like talking about myself.
Then let her talk about herself.
I know, but because I go, well, I think this way, so they probably think this way, but that's never the case. Never the case.
It blows my mind. There's so much you could talk to this person about.
I know. If she came in right now, we could do the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Easily.
3 hours. You could
Easily.
If I was like, Sam, you have to do a 3-hour interview.
Have to or get to. That's what I would say to you.
Exactly.
Easy. What a show. And I go, what a show it's going to be.
I mean, I'm just looking at all the, like, she has a husband.
Right.
Talk about anything married life.
She does yoga. Was she at WrestleMania? Yeah, she was.
Okay.
I was there too. I could ask her about her kids. That's the move.
Oh, but that's evergreen, bro.
And nobody asked her about her kids, I'll bet, because they're kind of like, kicking it.
Right.
But I'm like, nah, dog. How are your kids doing?
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, good to see you. How's your kids?
How's the family?
How's the family?
How's the family is an easy one. Everybody loves talking about their kids.
Of course.
To the point where it's a thing. Like people don't like it when people talk about their kids because people like talking about their kids so much.
And she'll pull out her phone and start showing pictures. Then you can pull out your phone and start showing pictures of your kids.
Right. But she's going to be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the move. That's the move. How's the family?
How's the fam?
Yeah. Are the kids here?
Oh, you bring the kids with you? No, they're at home.
Imagine this. Are the kids here? No, they're at home. Oh, they don't like Beyonce? Boom. We don't even have to Beyonce
So you can
show.
either talk about kids or you could talk about Beyonce.
Right. Now we set a fork in the road. Yeah. Now the fork in the road is here.
And you're set.
If I could just get like 4 or 5 days before any conversation.
Like if I have to talk to this person,
right.
this person, this person.
To kind of hash this thing out, I'd be gold. Okay. All right. I think we've
covered some ground here.
I think we've done some work here.
Yeah.
That's the move. By the end of the year, I'm gonna have cracked the code on this. I'm gonna give myself to the end of this calendar year, not a year from now. We're down after 2025. We can't do this anymore because you're right. I'll spiral. I'll go down the road and just become a big weirdo. That's the last thing I want.
You're right there, bro. Like you.
Are you saying I'm on the precipice?
You could easily turn into a weirdo.
No, I don't want that.
No, you want to be a cool dude.
I want to be a cool dude. It's all I've ever wanted to be, is a cool dude.
You want people to see like, oh, Sam, yeah, he's cool.
That's a cool dude.
Not like that's a guy's a fucking weirdo.
He's a weirdo. He's a bald weirdo. And you know what makes him such a bald weirdo? He never even brings up the fact that he's bald, but we all see it. We all see it. He should say something about that because it's weird. Yeah.
All right.
No, I think you're probably right.
I think we got somewhere.
I mean, especially because I'm interested in so many things. I'm interested in so many topics. I like talking about so many things. I like reading about so many things. Like, I don't know if you guys saw. I've been, even though we haven't been talking about it on the air, I've been tracking everything Billy McFarland has been doing with Firefest. And I don't know if you guys had heard, but Billy McFarland went from, we're doing Firefest 2, to Firefest 2 is on hold, but we will do it. There are Caribbean islands interested. To maybe I'm going to sell the brand, to Firefest IP is on eBay. And I have never in all my days, seen a brand try to move IP on eBay. I didn't even know you could move IP on eBay. I don't know what the shipping would be like that. I don't know if eBay still takes a cut. Like, you would think, like, eBay takes a pretty significant cut. If you're selling IP, I would think the last thing that you want to do is sell on eBay. But maybe you wanted to open it up to the world. Maybe, you know, most companies, I guess he can't, Billy McFarland can't exactly, no matter how charming he is, it's probably tough for Billy McFarland to go into any kind of, you know, room and go like, hey, I have an offer to make you. I'd like to sell you guys Firefest. I mean, it's a brand that's associated with, like, utter failure. Like, and he'd go, well, there's documentaries about it. Yeah, but the documentaries are about how terrible it is.
Yeah, they're making fun of you.
Right. And going like, it's mainly your fault.
Yeah.
Then you went to jail, by the way. I don't know if you know about that. You went to jail.
And nobody can take Ja Rule seriously now.
Yeah, but to be fair, 50 Cent didn't help that either.
That's a great
Don't forget about Wanksta. You know, Ja Rule, even before Firefest, was accused of habitually going to the dealership and never copping nothing. Which, you know, the last thing you want to be in this life is a Wanksta. You want people to know, if I'm going to a car dealership, there's a chance I might buy something. Even Rich Voss. Rich Voss will go to a car dealership to service a car and walk out with a new car. He's buying something. Ja, accused of never buying nothing. So, you know, I don't know if we can hold Billy responsible for Ja's reputation. He certainly didn't help it, though. But so Billy McFarland, he sold the brand. He sold Fire Festival on eBay. And somehow, and I swear, I would think 25,000. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been surprised if it hit over 30 grand. Apparently, it went for $245,000. The bidding went up, and it went for, see, even in this article, the long, pathetic, sordid criminal saga of Billy McFarland. I've got to tell you, I'd rather be called sordid and criminal than pathetic. That's the worst.
That's the word that hits home. Right?
It really does, because it's okay to be associated with a brand that's a little bit criminal, because maybe you can even get a little edgy.
Sure.
Sordid, that's okay, because there's intrigue in sordid. Pathetic, there's no way to spin pathetic.
No.
But it says, that's Yahoo saying it too. The long, pathetic, sordid criminal saga of Billy McFarland and the Fire Festival came to an ignominious ending Tuesday afternoon at precisely 12:44 p.m. when the convicted fraudster, I mean, they are going in on him, unloaded the brand and all trademarks related to the ill-fated music festival on eBay for $245,000. He still owes $26 million.
Dented.
$26 million in restitution related to his wire fraud conviction. I mean, it's literally, you've gotten $250 million. He's still got $25 3/4 million in debt. And I've got to believe, it's almost like, if you're that much in debt, it's almost better to just not sell the IP and then just in the back of your head convince yourself, well, I've still got the Firefest IP. Like, you could probably, I don't know, if you're Billy McFarland, maybe not. But maybe there's some kind of world where you can take loans against that Firefest IP that are more than $245,000. Maybe not, because you're Billy McFarland and you've got a terrible track record. But I don't even know if it's. I mean,
It's not worth that.
it's not worth $245,000.
No.
I don't think so either. I mean, what are you going to do? Sell shirts? I don't think there's $245,000 worth of people who want Firefest shirts at this point. It's also like, if you had done this right when the docs came out, you could probably get even more money for it. But now, years after the docs, when you realize, because people don't really, especially if you know it's a different thing. I mean, I guess you could take the brand, make a much smaller music festival, and almost ironically go on tour. Like, if it was a music festival, more like Warped Tour or Ozfest or one of those, where it's like, it's a one-day thing. You go town to town. I don't know. You probably couldn't get the level of bands that you get for those festivals, but maybe you get some, like, bands that are a little bit more cost-effective. You set up some FEMA tents that people can take pictures with. You set up a cheese sandwich stand that people can take photos with. Like, it becomes photo ops, and maybe like bands that play Epcot play this. Like, it's a small festival. And I don't know, you could probably, I don't know how long it would, you could probably take that town to town, right?
I don't think so, man. I think it'd be maybe a one-off thing as like a goof.
You don't think you could, like, set up a Firefest almost like an exhibition? I mean, what would the bands, though? Because the bands would know it's a goof. It would have to be like Deep Blue something. Maybe the Baha Men. You could probably get the Baha Men to do it. Are they still rocking, the Baha Men?
That's a good question.
I think you could get because they did Who Let the Dogs Out.
And that was a fireball.
Yeah, people love Who Let the Dogs Out. It really owned that summer. And also became a stadium anthem for a while. The Yankees loved it. Who? Yeah, see, the Baha Men are still active and performing. I'll bet you get the Baha Men, maybe Deep Blue something, and maybe the new Smash Mouth. Because they redid Smash Mouth because the lead singer passed away. But Smash Mouth is still touring with a new singer. So I feel like new singer Smash Mouth and Baha Men would probably perform at a Fire Festival for a wage that the promoters would be comfortable with. 98 Degrees are still around?
Yeah.
I mean, listen. If I told you, Troy.
Yeah.
And maybe $50 tickets. If I said, Troy, there's a Fire Festival. It's in some weird city in Connecticut. Not New York City.
Right.
It's not in Central Park. It's in New Haven.
It's like where the Gathering of the Juggalos would be.
I don't know if it's that far off the beaten path. I mean, the Gathering of the Juggalos generally happens on the border of Kentucky and Indiana or something like that at some guy's farm.
Woods,
yeah, where there's no jurisdiction. No, I more mean maybe Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's in Bridgeport. It's a city.
Sure.
You can get there. So if I said it's $50, it's in Bridgeport, 98 Degrees, the Baha Men, and new Smash Mouth are performing, and we can take pictures with FEMA tents and cheese sandwiches. I get a Firefest t-shirt while we're there. Should we do it?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Malcolm, would you go with me?
I would maybe not. It's interesting that you bring this up, though. I'm seeing stuff on TikTok right now about people calling their friends and saying, do you want to go to a concert? And then revealing to their friends that it's a Ja Rule concert and seeing how their friends respond. And the first question is almost always, well, how much are tickets?
Oh my God, that's the way to do it. What if it was a viral internet prank? You want to go to a concert? You're lying. What about that, Troy? What if it was $50 and I don't mind paying for your ticket because it's worth it for the prank, and also maybe if I make it video, maybe it's viral and I make my $50 back, and I go, let's go to a show. I might even lie to you about the band. I might even go say yeah, we're gonna go see Everclear. I know you love Everclear, and you're like, yeah, I love Everclear. And then we pull up and you realize it's the Firefest and it's a prank. Gotcha. Now we're at Firefest. That's funny. You could probably make your money back that way. You could
Tricking
make
people.
You could make your $245K back if you take this. But you'd have to here's the way I would do it. I would, if I'm the owner of it, I would initiate the pranks. Like, I would turn it into a fake viral stunt where I would get somebody to do that exact prank. Not tell anybody that we're doing it ourselves. Like, we've completely made up this viral thing. Not tell anybody we're doing it ourselves. Hope that it catches on, and then just kind of let it go naturally. And it's all been a ploy this whole time. And hopefully, at the end of the summer, maybe I brought in $600K. I made a little even $400K. Still made, that's 150 profit. If I can bring in $400K for the summer and I own Firefest, that's worth it.
That's really a stretch, dude.
Even if I just make my money back, even if I just break even, pranking people into going to Firefest, if I just break even, that means that I got the IP for Firefest and I didn't have to come out of pocket for it. That's worth it. If you could tell me I could own the Firefest IP for free and kind of like loop it into the Not Sam profile, I would absolutely adore that. I'm not dropping $250 on it. But if you could tell, if we had a plan going like, here's how we're going to make our $250 back, I would 100% do it. 100%.
It doesn't say who bought it. Wouldn't it be funny if it's Nathan Fielder?
Oh my God.
And it's
dumb Firefest. And this is the rehearsal. What if the next rehearsal, if it's Nathan Fielder who bought it, and the next rehearsal is we're going to pull off Firefest. We're actually going to make it a success. And that means that we have to we're going to put it on this big, this big field. But that means that we have to get a second giant field because we have to build a fake Firefest over here before we do the real one over here. And we're going to rehearse everything about this music festival. And maybe it's the whoever won Wings of Voice.
They're the headliner.
They get to perform, yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Okay.
Now we're talking.
What if Nathan bought it and his plan is to create a pop star? And we just see this pop star comes out of nowhere and they're pretty successful. And then we hear that Firefest is coming back and this person is headlining it. And then a year and a half later, HBO just drops the season and we find out it was all a prank the whole time. Wouldn't that be amazing?
The best.
And he could pull it, if anybody could pull it off.
Yeah.
It'd be Nathan Fielder.
And would it be funny to know that Nathan Fielder convinced HBO,
right?
We have to bid on this. We need this IP.
And then that answers that question too. Who's paying this kind of money for the IP of Firefest? Well, Nathan got HBO to pay for it.
And everybody at HBO is like, "What the? That's it. What is he doing?"
Yeah, but it's
he's proven himself.
He's earned his stake to the point that we can't even. He just gets the budget and spends it on what he spends it on. And then HBO starts seeing the Firefest ads and stuff, and they're like, "Wait, is that us? Are we doing that? I don't. Did we agree? Are we associated with this?"
That would give me hope if that happened.
I hope that's what it is.
Me too.
Because you do. I mean, now you got to figure out, unless somebody really, really rich just bought it as a goof. I mean, there's very little information on it. Most of the articles that came out about it being sold all say, are mainly full of just details about what a failure the original Firefest was. Do we have Billy McFarland's Instagram? I know that for a while he was giving daily video updates on everything that was going on with his brand. I would love to hear. And also, how does he feel? Right? This has been, for better or worse, his identity for so long. And now that he's sold it, I mean, Billy McFarland is kind of soiled. Whatever his next thing is going to be, I don't think people are going to take it very seriously. But also, he doesn't even get to be the Firefest guy anymore. I mean, he's got a lot of 2cam stuff. When was that last one posted? When was his last video posted?
Let's see here. Let's see.
Let's just hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are just under 24 hours in, and I am sorry to report that we are absolutely ripping.
Nice.
We've already had 101 bids, with the highest bid at just over 200K. Since we all can't seem to agree on what the value here is, I want to do a contest.
Okay.
Drop a comment for your best guess for the final price, and the closest person gets 2 hours of marketing consulting with me.
Oh, my God.
The link to the eBay auction is in my bio. Let's have a great day, everybody.
I mean, look at all the comments. All the comments. Nobody's dropping a guess in the comments. They're all saying, get a real job. They're all saying, like, you're scamming people. They're all saying, do you know we're laughing at you? You're a cheese ball. You know, some people are questioning if he's a troll. No intelligent person would ever want advice from him. Like, nobody is taking him up on this offer for free marketing advice. But how many times do you think he started a conference call going, bad news, everybody. We are absolutely ripping. It's good news. I mean, it sounds like a parody of somebody like Billy McFarland.
Well, there was that, so I don't want to say like the 2010s, the millennials were all getting into that like sort of vague entrepreneurship thing where there was no actual business objective.
Well, they were hustling.
Other than to be an entrepreneur.
That's right, 100%. It's like, do you watch Parks and Rec?
I'm familiar.
What was his name? The guy with the tall hair on Parks and Rec that would come in and he was like a recurring character who was friends with. Man, I'm blanking on his name. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Malcolm?
It's like Giancarlo.
It might be Giancarlo. It was something with a ja in it. It wasn't Aziz's character, but it was Aziz's friend's character.
Played by that guy with the weird mouth.
That's right. He does have a weird mouth. Yeah. Go to keep scrolling through the cast because I'm going to know exactly. He was a recurring. The third, that one. Yep. Ben Schwartz played him. John Ralphio.
Yeah.
John Ralphio. It was John Ralphio who would come in and he would have every single episode that he showed up, he would have a different scam. He was fast talking. He thought every woman wanted him. That was exactly what that 2010s.
Oh yeah, there was a website called Elite Daily, which it was
sweet.
It was like a BuzzFeed, but for fake entrepreneurs, and it would just offer vague platitudes about success and eliteness.
There was a period of time where there it is, Elite Daily. Oh, that guy's cool. There was a period of time where like just talking about how to be successful was the business, and nobody like went any deeper to be like, wait, are you successful? And they go, yeah, I'm making, $1 million a year. And then you go, how are you making your money? And he go, telling people how to be successful. And I go, yeah, but don't you have to, like, you can't be successful telling people how to be successful. First, you have to already have been successful. Otherwise, and they're like, no, it's just like regurgitating facts that I read in a self-help book.
They were all just trying to get laid in Murray Hill.
That's right.
It had very little to do with actually starting a business.
I think it was like the second level. It was the graduation from, Mystery and his pickup artists. Then the next step was hustle culture.
Yeah, because you want to look like a successful professional in your mid-late 20s.
That's right. And they all loved Gary Vee.
Well, he's grinding.
I forgot. He is grinding. I do, and it is funny now because like that grind culture was so big, and Billy McFarland completely is part of it. But now I feel like there's such a culture of like, no, you should get 8 hours of sleep. You should take mental health days. You should have a great work-life balance.
Yoga and ketamine.
Yeah, exactly. And and they're building like rest areas inside of offices and all that stuff. And so all these people that are like relics of that are now getting into their mid-30s and don't realize they've aged out of what's popular are coming up with these things that nobody has believed for a decade now. It really is funny to me, like just watching that transition happening. See how to like grind culture, because everybody that like wasn't successful with grind culture like starts pointing out why it doesn't work. See, teens feel burnt out. And then that generation starts going like, no, this is all horseshit. This isn't based on anything. There's no foundation. This is a house of cards.
Well, you wake up, you're like, I got to start grinding, but you don't have anything to grind at.
Right. So let me just talk about grinding. I mean, it's that guy who's dunking his face in ice water. Like, what are you doing?
Well, that was an involved morning routine that led him to a great deal of success. He had that nice apartment.
And he was in good shape.
Yeah, I know, but it's like...
Well, it's like, how do you get a physique like that?
Dunking water?
Well, you gotta start somewhere. And the banana, of course.
Wipe a banana peels on your face?
Well, you had a good complexion.
Yeah, really, I mean, but wouldn't it just be like, if you have like if you eat fairly clean and go to the gym regularly, and then try to get a decent job, wouldn't that kind of be the best way to go about all that?
I don't know. I don't think
You got. It seems like the whole room is against me on that. Malcolm started shaking his head. I heard you're kind of let down, disgust by that. That doesn't.
That's not a routine.
I forgot. It really isn't. You do need a hustle grind routine.
You have to show everybody how great your life is.
But what if your life is only okay? Like it's a good. What if it's not great? It's just good.
Well, you don't flaunt that.
Oh.
You have to, spin it so it looks like it's better than it really is.
But what if it starts falling apart because it's not that good?
But then you have to maintain the persona online.
But what if you start to have moments of self-doubt or any sort of like vulnerabilities because you're a human being?
You don't show vulnerabilities.
Oh.
Now you go to brunch, you order an avocado toast, pop that up on Instagram.
I see.
And everybody's jealous.
Hashtag break from the grind.
Break from the grind. And they're jealous of the toast?
Well, yeah, because you're out brunching.
And you're at a really nice restaurant that costs a lot of money to be at.
Yeah.
Oh, and you must have. How did you get the money from? Mainly the grind.
From grinding.
From grinding.
Remember, there was also a huge millennial brunch culture.
I forgot about
2010s.
brunch culture. Yeah, expensive brunch culture.
Very expensive, but boozy.
Right. Boozy brunch.
A lot of bottomless mimosas.
Right. And those millennials, it's not that they were getting money from their parents; it's that they were grinding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to double check on that. That was mainly from the grind. How are many of them doing now? Are they the ones that are in debt now?
What's Hot Dog up to?
Yeah. Billy McFarland released a statement congratulating the winner, I believe. He said, I would like to... Oh, this is for immediate request. Immediate release. And, oh, good, there's an email for inquiries. I would like... Because I'm sure a lot of PR is going to be reaching out to the people who used to own Firefest. I would like to congratulate the winning bidder in the Firefest IP auction on eBay. I look forward to working with them to begin the process to finalize the sale. Doesn't that already sound like there's going to be chicanery afoot? Like you want it on eBay. What do you mean begin the process to finalize the sale? Shouldn't that say, like, I've sold things on eBay before. When the auction's over, I don't begin a process to finalize the sale. The sale's been finalized. I pack up my item and I mail it.
There has to be other things involved, though. Like, you can't get the Firefest IP and then, like, turn it into the Billy McFarland is a turd website.
Why not?
I'm sure it's probably in some sort of... There has to be some sort of, like...
Agreement
that, like, if you're taking this, you're going to do something legitimate with it.
I mean, I want it on eBay.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, to finalize,
you gotta give it to me.
You have to be like, okay, you're going to do something legitimate. I'm sure there's like,
well, I'll tell you right now, if he tries to pull that deal and I'm the winner of it, I'm going to do it's negative feedback on your profile. So, good luck selling on eBay again. You got negative feedback now from when I tried to buy Firefest. It says Fire Festival is just one chapter of my story. That's not. I'm excited to move on to my next one. There isn't one, dude.
There isn't.
There's not a next one. Or if there is, it's like so boring, nobody would write it, you know?
I mean, it'd be funny, like, if he started, like, a food truck. That'd be funny.
I'd go.
So would I.
If it was like a grilled cheese food truck.
And it was, like, here in, like, Midtown.
I would love that.
Let's go down. Dude, Billy's slanging some grilled cheeses. You want to grab a grilled cheese? I'd be there today.
I would, too. I'd hopefully puts a little bacon on. Like, it's like, you know, it's like specially done grilled cheese sandwiches. Except he can't use fired cheese. Like he can't, instead of, you know, fired cheese would be the way to do it, but he doesn't own the IP anymore. Right. So he can't do that.
You could have a customs official there, and if you want a beverage, you have to service the gentleman orally.
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, it's like water is $5 or
a beach.
Well, yeah, or talk to our customs agent. The auction became the most watched non-charity listing on eBay during its run. I mean, that's not a statistic.
No.
I mean, if it's the most watched ever, yes, but like, if it was up for like a week, probably. So during that week, it was the most watched that wasn't for charity. It's a terrible stat. Proving once again that attention is currency and views are the root of attention. By the way, that does not prove that attention is currency because there's no, I mean, it's an eBay auction. The currency is the money that's spent on the auction. Unless you want to argue that because it was the most viewed, the auction went up and therefore attention becomes currency. That belief is at the core of what I'm building next. Oh, here we go. A tech platform designed to capture and power the value behind every view online. It's coming soon. It's Facebook. That already exists. Like the idea that if you can capture people's attention for a longer period of time, that's more valuable. It's literally the platform that you're posting on. Instagram is where this is posted. It's Meta. It's social media. We've already got that, Billy. We already have it. Just like invest the $245. Like get rid of this IP, give it and put the $245 in some blue chip stocks. That's it.
I mean, he has to pay off $26 million.
Oh, I forgot about the $26 million.
Yeah, like he's not even close to being at zero.
I thought he would just live off the $245.
And you know what else is funny? I don't know if you saw this. I put this in the news email last week. There was a post that he took down.
Oh.
Where he was like boxing one of those like, you know, those like fake, they look like a guy that you can use like practice punching on or
Sure.
like self-defense on. It was him doing that. And he's like, I'm auctioning off a sparring match with me. And he looked really bad punching. And he took it down. So,
Yeah, probably because he realized that, like, I mean, my move would be to hire a professional boxer.
it just beat the bloody bullshit out of him.
Yeah, to win the auction. Because if I'm rich enough that I'm bidding on a sparring match with Billy McFarland, then it's probably the eBay's not the only cash that I have. You know, so like, I'm thinking, you know, pay for that, then go to the gym, give a guy like $100, the best guy at the gym. It doesn't have to be a pro. I'm not trying to get, you know, Canelo.
Or get that former NHL guy.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the move.
That would be the move. Tarnasky. Get Tarnasky to come in.
And just whoop his ass.
Whoop his ass and then throw him across the gym like he threw that guy across the golf course. Yeah, it's a good goddamn thing that Billy McFarland took that auction down because he would have been in a world of hurt.
Yep.
It would have been tough goings for him.
Yep.
Well, congratulations to Billy. Yeah, I mean, if he files for bankruptcy, he's probably already filed for bankruptcy. You can only file once. I know that your debts get relieved if you file for bankruptcy, but I don't know if $26 million is going to get relieved. Huh.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, maybe he had it. I don't know. Was it a business? Did he? Maybe his business filed for bankruptcy. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I think if it's a fraud case, I think if it's a legal thing, I don't think that bankruptcy will protect you if you owe money in like a court case. I think it protects you from your debtors coming after you, but not if it's part of a fraud case or something like that. I don't know if bankruptcy helps with that. I mean, listen. Either way, I'd love to have him on television. I'd love to have him on the show at some point.
I'm still hoping I'm going to run into him again.
And go, Billy McFarland, what happened?
You got to stop by.
Yeah.
Something tells me he doesn't really want to. He doesn't want any hard-hitting questions.
No, probably not, but he loves promo.
He loves promo on his Instagram.
Oh.
Like, you don't see him doing anything. I'm sure there's other podcasts that would love to have him on.
You think so? I thought it was a lack of interest.
I don't know. People, I mean, just as the goof. I
Right.
mean, like, wouldn't you watch a podcast that had him on just to see what the hell he's saying?
For a short period of time. I don't think I'd watch the whole app.
Definitely clips.
If he was on Chris Cuomo's show, I would watch.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I hope for the best for him. You know what I mean? I think he's going to do great. Speaking of Chris Cuomo, it was not on the Chris Cuomo show, but I don't know if you saw it, Troy. I know News Nation is your source.
I do like News Nation.
You like to go there on linear television, is that right?
Well, it's the fastest growing news channel.
It is?
That's what they say.
Oh, is that where you got the information from?
Yes, I did.
Did they say that on the commercials?
No, Chris Cuomo flaunts that a lot.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Is that like when, because I've heard there are like radio stations that if you give them 21 minutes, they'll give you the world?
I've heard that too.
Something like that? Yeah.
I think CNN and some of these other networks their ratings are so bad.
Right.
I think the bar isn't that high.
That's true. And I mean, News Nation got to start at 0.
Right. So anything is better than where they were at.
Right. So if you pick up 100,000 viewers, who else is picking up 100,000 viewers right now?
Right.
0 to 100,000. That's a huge thing. So do we know Leland Vertet? What's his name?
Vittert?
Vittert?
I don't know. He's on the 9 o'clock slot right after Cuomo.
And that's a little late for you?
Well, sometimes I'll bleed over. If I'm still awake, I'll let it. I'll keep it on.
You see what Leland Vittert is doing?
Yeah, I don't mind him. He's cool.
He's a cool guy?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I guess Bill O'Reilly must be a News Nation regular, because I guess he doesn't just do Cuomo's show.
Well, I think they're trying to spread him out.
I see.
There's a couple guys, and I've seen like Stephen A. do this guy's show.
Leland's show?
Yeah, and then the show before, I forget her name, but I've seen them. So I think they're trying to spread him out a little bit so Cuomo doesn't get all the
heat?
Yeah.
All the O'Reilly heat?
Yeah.
You think it was like Leland and some of the other guys are getting a little envious?
Yeah, they're like...
We'd love to get some of that O'Reilly action. Yeah. I see.
And people love O'Reilly. I mean, listen, he's a legend. So I'll watch anytime he's on.
I like it because when O'Reilly shows up, I go, finally, the spin stops. You know, because the spin stops here.
Right.
It's whenever he shows up, it's the no spin zone.
And don't forget, he's Do It Live. I mean, that's legendary status.
I mean, fuck it, we'll do it live.
I mean, forever he's goated just for that.
You love that.
Love it.
Right. Do you like the he sold welcome mats that like that way before you went into the person's house it would say the spin stops here?
Yeah, my grandfather had one.
He did?
He did.
So when you go into your grandfather's house, you go, oh, just so we all know before we get into any conversation, inside that house is the no spin zone.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of have a little bit of love for him.
For Bill.
Yeah.
Because Granddaddy loved him.
He liked him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wish I could have asked him what he's like. I would assume he was super conservative in like the 90s when like that wasn't really...
Bill or your grandfather?
Bill.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you something about O'Reilly.
Yeah.
And this, I think you'll get a kick out of this. I don't know if I've ever gotten into it. When I was up in Syracuse, I went through a phase where I watched Bill all the time.
But like when you had your night show here, we watched Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, I always got a kick out of him.
But like we watched it as a goof.
I always watched it as a goof. Yeah, I wasn't, joining the young conservatives of Syracuse or something like that. That wasn't my bag. But like just watching Bill O'Reilly spin stories and then announcing it's the no spin zone. I just always got such a kick out of him. He's an entertaining guy and he gets so riled up, he get angry, he get mad.
Yep.
And
he always has a way of wiggling his way out of things.
He does. He wiggle his way out of things. He take a moral high ground.
Of course.
I love when he had pop culture people on. I love when he had Cameron on that time. And Cameron went, you mad. I love that episode. But it's good to see it. Bill O'Reilly, they fired him years ago because he was doing like sexual stuff with a loofah, I believe.
At Fox News.
At Fox News. He was like sending messages to inappropriate people about loofahs. That was what I believe he was talking about, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, but I'm usually not. But so they unfortunately let him go. That's where Tucker was able to take over. But now he's a big contributor on News Nation. And he was not on Cuomo's show. He was on Leland's show. And let's see, Bill O'Reilly was fired from Fox News, multiple allegations of sexual harassment. Okay. Leading and resulting financial and reputational damage to the network. I think with the sexual harassment is where the loofah was involved. I think he was bringing up a loofah, if I remember correctly. But so he went on Leland, and News Nation is not getting the word. Like Trump has made it clear, like this Epstein stuff is boring. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Move on
to the next thing. Yeah, and that's unfortunate because there was no list and committed suicide. So move on. News Nation has not gotten that word. They still like to talk about it. And they had O'Reilly on, and O'Reilly was, even though he's a no-spin guy, he hates spin, it felt a little like he was trying to spin a narrative, which he might have gotten a little confused here.
The Biden administration had exactly the same thing the Trump administration has on Epstein. Exactly. Right. Because Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. Not one time did Hakeem Jeffrey call for any exposition of what the Biden Justice Department
Could you pause
knew.
for a second? Did that sound like he was typing?
I mean, it's like hard, like
Yeah. I don't know if Leland has a producer. I think he's Googling while O'Reilly's on. I think that was Leland.
I think so, too.
That was typing and Googling in, because O'Reilly just said straight up, Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. And I think Leland is going, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, something's off.
Yeah, so let me type that in. Go back a little bit so we can hear Leland fact checking in real time.
Administrations. Not one time did Hakeem Jeffrey call for any exposition
There
of
it
what
is.
the Biden Justice Department knew. Not once. So this guy's a top phony. Okay, he's a political player.
Right.
He doesn't care about the truth.
Wait,
He doesn't care about the people.
Hold on. Bill,
This is what
hold on.
Hey, pause for a second. Now, Leland has gotten this new information because he just Googled it. He probably asked ChatGPT, honestly.
Yeah.
And except I love when he stops Bill because he's acting like he already knew this was not true. Like he's acting like outraged, even though he just found out himself clearly.
Well, he probably is like, what am I hearing? There's no way that's correct. Let me double check this.
Right, and he does in real time.
Yes.
Which, a lot of news networks will have a producer backstage, like a hot dog, and they'll look it up, and then they'll put it on maybe the teleprompter. Hey, Bill's off on this. That's not true. Leland, he does it the old school way. He puts the laptop next to him and just...
Well, budgets may be tight over there.
You think so? Even though I thought it's the fastest growing news network.
Well, Chris probably took up a big chunk of that budget.
Oh, that's probably... Leland probably was like, first you give him all the money, and then you give him O'Reilly. And they're like, Chris, I mean, we got to spread the O'Reilly love out.
Yeah.
People, I mean, they're all desperate for a little pinch of this O'Reilly.
Yeah, they want him.
And then Chris is probably pissed off because Leland is about to make O'Reilly look like a goddamn fool.
Yeah. Because Chris now has to see that Leland's getting all this, like...
He's getting the scoop.
rub, yeah.
He's getting the rub.
Player. He doesn't care about the truth.
Wait,
He doesn't care about the people.
Hold on. Bill.
This is what
hold on.
he
I just
does.
hold on. Bill, hold on. You said Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. Epstein committed suicide during the Trump administration.
Yeah, so the Biden administration.
Okay, so he said, yeah, so? I think he's saying he committed suicide pretty quickly after the conviction, right?
Yeah.
If you scroll down to part 2, it becomes very, very clear, very, very fast where Bill O'Reilly's at. I love that. Yeah, so?
Yeah, like, okay, and?
What's your point, Leland? Guys, is that what you typed up over there? Right. It continues.
How is he convicted? How do you convict a guy who's dead?
was convicted I believe, under Merrick Garland's Justice Department. That could be. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
He's nodding his head.
And then he was incarcerated, and then he committed suicide.
Wink, wink.
Okay. The suicide thing.
And then he goes, okay. Bill O'Reilly's like, now that we've figured all that out, and Leland's like,
wait.
He was dead before Biden took office. I also love, look, O'Reilly's unfortunately a little long in the tooth. Mm-hmm. I love that he didn't even gather that Leland is like, he committed suicide before Biden was in office. And O'Reilly's like, so what?
Okay, and?
What's your point? He was convicted after that. Leland's like, what?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Bill? Go ahead.
Is bull. Whether you
Bill, I think this is important. Bill, I think this is important. He was arrested in 2019, and he committed suicide in 2019. He died August 10th of 2019. So the Biden administration was not involved in a conviction or a trial of him. They were of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay. And that's a good point of clarification. But he was arrested and indicted under Merrick Garland.
No, under Trump.
Who had all of the information.
Epstein was arrested, indicted, and committed suicide under Trump. In 2019, Trump was president. Merrick Garland was not the attorney general.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Just like where are you getting this information from, Bill? Are you saying he was convicted like post-mortem? Like they were like, we still got to, even though he's dead, we got to convict this guy?
You know Bill's annoyed by this.
He's furious.
He's like, I'm doing your bullshit show and you got to call me out on this?
Right. You made me look like a goddamn fool. And it's stupid News Nation, okay?
Cuomo wouldn't do this to me.
No, he wouldn't. Cuomo would just nod and go, that's a great point, Bill. And also, I think it's ridiculous we're still talking about it. I mean, I don't know what O'Reilly's thinking. I don't know what's he thinking?
I just think he's just kind of
senile?
I think so.
I wonder if that is, and I wonder if that happens to you, like, later in life. I wonder if an incident like this happens, and it goes beyond kind of, I'm embarrassed on television. Like, I wonder if at a certain age, he's 75 years old, but he's also been working, like, nonstop, right? He's been, like, just talking and talking and talking. I wonder if you have these moments and you think, maybe I'm not as sharp anymore. Maybe age is catching up with me. Or if you're Bill O'Reilly and you just have such an ego, you're like, man, that Leland is an asshole.
I don't think Bill O'Reilly has any self-awareness.
You don't? None.
I think he is, I don't know where he is. I'm going to assume he's probably broadcasting from his home in Palm Beach.
Probably.
And he signs on and he's in his echo chamber in Palm Beach.
He still thinks he's the man.
Still, because he's talking to the president. He says all the time how much they have communication with each other, like
he
regularly.
He does say that?
Yes. So I think he thinks he's in it. He's the man, and he knows what's up.
And no matter what this Leland fella says.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Yeah.
They gave this guy a show, and now they're having me go on with him?
And this guy with his show is going like, Bill, nothing you're saying right now makes any sense.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get called out on this.
No. I mean, he's literally saying, he's like, he was dead. How could this have happened in the Biden administration? And they're not sitting there trying to, he's like, that wasn't even the point of this. Why are you making it about that? It's almost like Bill is like like he doesn't quite remember the order of when people were president. Like he doesn't quite remember that it was Trump and then Biden and then Trump again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything's starting to get a little muddled in his head. And usually on News Nation, I mean, God bless News Nation. I know you're a fan, Troy. Mm-hmm. But usually you can get away with saying whatever because there's not that many people watching.
Wow, they're the fastest growing news channel.
No, I've heard that. They're very quickly growing, but they're still at a nice point where, like, you know, if you get embarrassed on News Nation, you're probably not going to get called out on it at the grocery store.
Life moves on.
Except if they post it on the internet.
Well, that's the problem.
And now, all of a sudden, the whole world is watching Leland show. Everybody knows who Leland is now. And that's the last thing O'Reilly wants.
Yeah, Leland loves this because everybody's talking about him now.
And he was right. He called him out, and he was right.
I mean, we heard him clanking away at
click, click, clack, click, 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 clack. He said they let the producers go home at 8. I don't come on until 9. We can't keep the producers here this late anymore, Leland. You're going to have to just do the show with a laptop.
Yeah, we're going to turn the cameras on and we're going to leave.
We're going to go. You can just get up. When your show's over, you can get up.
Get up and turn the cameras on.
Yeah, switch the cameras off on your way out. There's a light switch over there. If you can just turn the lights off on your way out, Leland.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
That's right. That's right. We'll see. We'll get you started. We'll get you going. Yeah. But then once you're on, just keep talking until, 10 or so, and then turn the lights off on your way out. If you want to cut any clips, you can go home and cut your own clips. Probably is at home in iMovie going like, honey, we got to get this O'Reilly clip out. I made him look like a total asshole.
Wait till you see this.
Yeah. He's writing his own chyrons on that laptop, too. He's probably got OBS open. just editing as he goes. It's basically a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. Let's go to Denton in Oklahoma City. What's up, Denton?
Hey, Sammy Brand.
What's up, bud?
Not much, man. Real quick, also, I want to give a shout-out to Troy. He's doing a great job bringing the energy with Travis gone.
By the way, and I don't want to take anything away from Troy because I think he is doing a great job, but also the lack of Travis's toxic energy. Just him not being here adds to the show. Wouldn't you say that's true, Troy?
Well, I don't,
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Okay, that's
but
all.
I have a good time when Travis is here, too.
But you're having a great time now.
That's a good point.
So, okay, all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was curious if you've seen that new A24 movie Opus yet, and if so, what you thought of it.
I have not. I've seen that it's on HBO Max, I think. I don't really know anything about it. I know.
Is it Max or HBO Max?
Yes, I pride myself on following the brand properly. It is officially HBO Max. Unfortunately, Rotten Tomatoes still has it listed as Max, but it is not Max. It is HBO Max. So Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, no, I get it's confusing. No, I have not yet seen Opus, but I would like to. I will. You think it's worth watching?
I really do. I hate to say something is Kubrick-esque, but as far as modern day goes, it's good. It's very deep. It's very layered. It's kind of kitschy, but it's eye-catching and it's intriguing. And I will certainly be watching it again. I think the second time is going to be even better. But I strongly suggest it. I give it a bunch of Rotten Tomatoes, or whatever they say.
Okay, we're giving it a bunch of tomatoes. That's important. Not all the reviewers love it. I'm looking at one that give it RogerEbert.com. Which, it's kind of shitty that the guy's dead. Roger Ebert's, isn't he dead?
I believe so.
Yeah. And they're still running, other people are just writing reviews at RogerEbert.com. Can't we come up with a different brand? I mean, imagine if you're a movie reviewer, but you're writing the reviews for a dead guy's website. That's not ideal. I wouldn't, but who knows? Maybe it's inspiration. Maybe after I die, I'll keep people contributing to Not Sam. It'll be great.
I think he sold his IP on eBay, which is how they're able to do that.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, they gave it a 1.5 stars. So I'll still check it out. Maybe I'll watch it over the weekend at some point. Thank you, buddy.
Excellent. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry to hang up on you mid-sentence. Stibey in Texas, what's up?
It's Spivey, Spivey.
Like Dan Spivey?
Today? Yeah, Spivey.
Spivey.
I just want to hear you say loofah a couple more times today. That's going to make my day even better, honestly, Sam.
That's what I heard with the O'Reilly thing, that a lot of it was based around conversations surrounding loofahs.
Day made. Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
You guys have a good one. Keep on rocking.
Thank you, buddy. I did always find it hilarious that this guy who prides himself, on being he was just leaving voicemails or sending emails or whatever he was doing, but he kept talking about a loofah. See, there's an article from 2017 that says whatever happened to Bill O'Reilly's loofah. That's what I want to get a show on News Nation, and I want to trick Bill O'Reilly into doing it. And I just want to be like, weren't you the guy from the loofah?
Wouldn't that be funny if Bill leaned into it? And on his website,
right,
with those mugs and his doormats, he sells loofahs.
But wouldn't it be great if it was a loofah and it said on it, "The dirt stops here"?
Yes.
And you're in the shower with a loofah.
It's just brilliant.
I mean, The Rock is making a lot of money off his men's line of Papatui, which is all the soaps and the lotions and the deodorants. I think Bill O'Reilly could do the same thing with a line of loofahs that say "The dirt stops here."
You should make bathwater soap like Sydney Sweeney.
Would you get some Bill O'Reilly bathwater soap?
I mean, I'd eat all of it, but yeah.
Yeah, that Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap sold out real quick, huh? Everybody bought it. It's weird. I mean, I get it. It's a funny gimmick, but the fact that it's sold out so quickly and it's now, they sell it on, I think it's on eBay for a ton of money, is weird. It's really
well, not all suburban fathers have taken to the task quite like you, Sam. A lot of them lock themselves away in the bathroom, and it's just them and their dreams.
I guess so. I mean, that's tough for me. Sydney Sweeney is a person, so knowing that suburban dads, because that's who it is.
That's who's buying.
100%. They're broken people.
Yeah.
They weren't ready to be a suburban dad. They weren't ready for it.
No, they're making ice cubes out of it and putting it in their cocktails.
That's right. They thought it was still, and their wives are going what's with that ice? Don't worry about it.
I mean, she's extremely attractive.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's unbelievable. That's not to say I want to eat her bathwater.
That's a good point.
Yeah, well, you're a championship-winning Little League coach.
That's a great point.
You have options.
That's a great point. That's a great point. It's just like, a lot of times I think about it. Like, if I were to meet Sydney Sweeney, as much as I'm not great with small talk, if I knew that I had once eaten her bathwater, I feel like I wouldn't, because if she ever found that out, she wouldn't respect me at all.
You spritz them on like cologne and give her a whiff of your wrist and ask if she recognizes it.
Does that smell familiar? It's your bathwater. I mean, I don't understand. I get, people are obsessed with these attractive women, obviously. You want to get closer to them. You want to somehow form a relationship, but like selling farts in jars and bathwater soaps and all this stuff, it's just so like it's a bridge too far. It's too like you're almost saying it's okay that you're psychotically obsessed with me. I don't want anybody to be psychotically obsessed with anybody. It's a harmful thing.
I mean, they're not gonna look for your bathwater.
You don't think so?
No offense. You don't.
I mean, none take. When you said that, I wasn't struck with.
You don't look like this.
No, not even in that dress.
I mean, guys are just so disgusting and primal.
And they are like they forget their humanity sometimes when they see women like this, and they just go, "I can't believe it. I don't know what to do with myself."
They can't control themselves.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many baddies on the internet now.
Well, I forget about the baddies sometimes and how they're like, you can be like, when you become obsessed with baddies, it's tough.
Just goon and goon and goon.
Yeah. You know what? And sometimes there are a lot of young men that just kind of live in a constant goon state. And we got to try to sell them some soap. You know what I mean? If we can make some money off these gooners, because that really what it is, gooning soap. But after you spend some time alone, let's just say getting to know yourself, self-gratification, however you want to phrase it, you have to wash your hands, right? You should.
Yeah.
Well, if your soap is made of Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, and you're the type of person that would buy soap made of Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, it feels like you're going to get stuck in a never-ending cycle. Because now you're washing your hands with Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, and now you're thinking about the fact that you're washing your hands with Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. Now Sydney Sweeney's bathwater is on your hands. What are you going to do with that hand? You're going to get to know yourself again. And it just loops and loops.
It's a vicious cycle.
It really, it's going to, I think it's contributing to gooning in a really harmful way. I mean, that's where we've gotten to. It's the opposite of hustle culture, is gooning culture.
Yeah.
You're getting nothing accomplished. You're just gooning all day.
And it's like you clear the fog. Do you feel stupid that you bought it?
But then you wash your hands and the fog floats right back in.
It comes right back. Man.
And what do you do when there's just a little sliver of it left? Do you panic?
You're like, how do I get more?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Because I think it's already sold out. I mean, this company makes like fun soaps. Like, that's what they do. They make specialty soaps. But, I mean, I don't think there's a never-ending supply of Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap.
I mean, she has to take baths every day. I mean, it could be just a gold mine for her.
You think she could take a shower.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? I don't know if she's this...
Yeah, but you clog up the drain a little bit, and then before you pull the plug, you just take a couple mason jars, scoop it up.
Even for the shower.
Yeah.
Because you can still, I mean, I don't think you get sued for false advertising if it turned out it was Sydney Sweeney shower water.
No, the water all runs downhill. It's the important parts.
And let's be honest, the fact that her feet are in it, I think for a lot of these guys goes a long way.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine that the bathwater feet crossover
combo.
Yeah. I would imagine that if you have a bathwater kink, odds are a feet kink is probably in there too.
What's going on, man? Things people are crazy.
I mean, in there, but it's we're mainstreaming everything. We're going like, look, if people are going to be like obsessed with this actress's bathwater, let's get her to sell it. Let's sign like a 7-figure deal with her to be the exclusive proprietor of her bathwater.
I don't know if I fault her. I mean, look, if there's a market for bathwater, why not?
I guess.
But I mean, how down on your luck do you have to be like, I need Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. I need to buy it.
You got to be pretty hard up. You got to be in a pretty gooned up state.
I think it's two groups of people. It's
right.
The suburban fathers who hate their lives, And it's the Gen Z guys who got locked in during lockdown, and they don't have house parties anymore,
and they
so they just rotate through goons.
Yeah, and I think I don't know which one is worse to tell you. I think that the people, the young gooners, may be a victim of circumstance. The suburban dads who hate their lives, that's a population I really just can't. Like, the people who made their own choices and hate their lives as if somebody did it to them, I mean, are some of the sickest human beings on the planet.
They're out there. The regretful suburban father is one of my favorite characters from the American diaspora.
Yeah, no, and there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them, and they're also all convinced if it wasn't for this ring on their finger, they'd be cleaning up.
Drowning in it.
Yeah, they would. Yes, they would. And a lot of them remember high school as a time that they were very successful with women, but they were probably not. At best, maybe moderately successful. But in most cases, probably weren't even that successful in high school. There's no evidence that they would be successful. Married guy confidence, especially when you hate your life, is something that it's one of these things that should be studied, because there is no merit to it. There's nothing about it. The fact that you married somebody and had a family with them and now you hate your life already makes you a naturally unattractive person. Like, those are terrible qualities.
But if you just send the au pair a picture of your penis, she'll probably come around.
Yeah, that's probably what the au pair wants to see. The au pair is probably going to be really excited about that. It's certainly not going to be a situation where the au pair feels victimized and tells your wife. I can't imagine that would happen.
They're young South American women. They're exotic and sensual.
And you, if you weren't married, would be such a stud that they're probably going to be very excited about this.
They've been going to Orange Theory a few times a week.
That's right. That's 100%. A couple times a week. Yeah. Working up a sweat. Oh, it really is. And God bless you all. You're probably listening to this show. God bless you guys. I appreciate you guys, but you got to do something, man. You got to do something. Mike in D.C.?
Hey, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Great.
So I'm thinking that Haley Welch, old Hawk Tua, should have been selling her spit this whole time instead of a meme coin.
Yeah, selling the spit. Here's the thing. She tried to mainstream herself before, like, too early. So she tried to be like, no, I'm more than that. I'm going to start a production company. I'm going to have this podcast. Like, now it's a little late for her to go back and sell spit, unfortunately. But I think she could have made a mint right off the bat selling spit. Not Sydney Sweeney money. It is interesting, though, that, like, Sydney Sweeney is a legitimate actress. I mean, I guess the time between Euphoria seasons is getting bigger and bigger. But, like, she's in stuff. She's a real actress. And I feel like there was a time not that long ago when actresses couldn't just, like, in their downtime sell bathwater soap. Like, the industry would look down upon that. But that's not even remotely happening here. Everybody's like, yeah, let her get her money, and I kind of get it. Sydney Sweeney's the one where I kind of get it, you know? Oh, you're right. Yeah, I mean, there was...
I'm trying to... Who was that?
That was Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. She smelled... Is her vagina, candles that smell like her vagina.
Vaginal scented candle. Yeah, that was through her company, Goop, I believe. Goop sold Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candles. I mean, but she had already got her Oscar at that point. You know, Shakespeare had already been in love. We were all good to sell. I don't know if there was a huge... I mean, look, every time, though, Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is selling a vagina-scented candle, and it's already sold out. I would think that there wasn't that high of a demand for the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle.
That seems better to me than bathwater. Because you could, like, if I got my fiance, I'm like as a goof for her birthday,
right?
I got her like a vagina-scented candle from Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's kind of funny.
That's kind of funny. She'd be like, okay, that's funny.
Right.
Let's see what this smells like.
But what if it was
I had Sydney Sweeney's bathwater for her?
Right.
Like, what are you doing with this?
What is this?
Why do you have this?
What if she walked in the bathroom and just, like, saw it on the soap dish?
You
were like, well, we needed soap.
I think she'd be probably pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I mean, imagine getting it and telling your wife, like, No. We don't. We have separate soaps now. Don't use my soap, and I won't use yours. But do not use this soap. I mean, gooning is tough, you know? Gooning is tough. Let's go to Wheezy in Virginia. What's up, Wheezy?
Hey, what's going on, Sammy main event?
That's right.
Hey, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you use the Sydney Sweeney soap,
right,
and you're burning the Gwyneth Paltrow candle,
wow,
do they cancel each other out and smell like Johnny Depp?
Well, I think if you're using both, it almost becomes this like classy thing where you've prepared an evening for yourself. It's like 40-year-old virgin when Steve Carell kind of prepares an evening for himself and he's finally going to self-gratify. Yeah, no, I think you're just you're kind of a sad person. It even as like a gag gift, it kind of feels weird, you know? I mean, does that say $800?
Yeah, for the soap.
Okay, originally the Euphoria's bathwater soap was priced at $8, but on eBay listings, the price of the limited edition has gone as $300 to $345. One listing also priced the soap at $7.99. Okay, let's look that up for ourselves. Let's go to eBay and find out, because a lot of times they just post the listings in here, and on eBay you can list anything for as much as you want. You have to go into the completed listings to find out how much this stuff actually goes for. So, I mean, Sydney Sweeney soap and bathwater, it's literally the first thing that responds.
Okay, so
you can get it for like $10.
Yeah. All right, big deal. That's a funny goof.
But so why are some of these others going for $150? Maybe the $10 one is fake. Go into if you go to like somewhere in
I'm not familiar with eBay. Sorry.
Filter. You didn't buy Firefest?
I didn't bid. No.
On one of these things, I usually do it on my phone. You can see what the completed auctions is, so you can see what people have actually paid for the Sydney Sweeney soap, because that's always the best way to figure it out. Sydney Sweeney soap, and then you go into like filter, show more, blah 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 blah, sold items. Okay.
Sold items, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It's not going for hundreds of dollars.
Well, 177.
And went
here. 255.
Is that sold?
Yeah, that should be sold.
Yeah, it says sold.
Sold July 1st.
It did go for $255. Oh, you know what? That looks like it's some kind of deluxe box.
Oh, yes.
It's signed. It's autographed. Oh, it's the signed soap. You got to get the signed version. I didn't realize there was an autographed soap. Wouldn't you feel weird, like knowing it's going, like who it's going out to and everything? Like really,
if you were signing, that was you.
Yeah, like putting your name behind it so much that you're sending like an autograph of being like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go this far. Like I feel like if once the soap was produced, I'd start having thoughts in my head of, I shouldn't have done this. This is a bad idea.
I don't think she cares. Like, why not?
Because she's making a ton of dough.
Like, what happens if you were super famous and people wanted your, like, shaving clippings? And you could put it in a jar and sell it.
I know. I don't want that. I feel weird about that. I don't want people to have...
Yeah. Why'd you give a shit?
I mean, maybe my piss in a jar or something like that, but no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that people to feel like they... Because people buying my fingernail clippings are buying it because they feel like they have a connection with me now. And I don't want people to feel like they have that, because they don't. You know what I mean? I feel like that breeds a certain level of familiarity that I don't want to be connected with that level of weirdness. You know what I mean? And even though it's just your fingernails, you're not like it's just you're now connected with a level of weirdness that I don't want to be. I don't want that.
I mean, think of the level of weirdness she has to deal with
all the time.
I mean, literally, she can't go to even if she tries to like look bad to go to Starbucks.
I know.
She can't. She's screwed.
She can't leave her house without. I mean, everywhere she goes, people are just gooning.
She sends people into like a crazy mental tailspin.
She does. She does.
Imagine having that effect on people.
I honestly can't.
Like when you walk out the door, like I just need to go get a cup of coffee, and everybody's like, "Ah!
Right,
they're here!"
Like Troy, you don't want boners anymore.
No.
If she walked in, you'd have to leave.
I'd have to excuse myself.
And you go and you say it in a nice way and you say it in a polite way. I'm sorry, Miss Sweeney.
It's great to meet you.
It's great to meet you, and no offense to you, I have to go right now because I'm kind of trying to change my life. And, you know, I don't want to have a physical reaction to you.
And it's already happening.
It's happening right now. This conversation has to... I'm going. Bye.
I need to go take a walk around the block and cool down.
Right. Like, you almost feel bad. Like, this person can't exist in a normal capacity. Like, imagine knowing every single person having a conversation with you is having sexual thoughts.
It's wild.
It's crazy. Like, I just want to talk to you about, like, what I watched on TV last night. And you're, like, half gooning while you're talking to me.
And, like, every guy you meet's, like, thinking, like, I want to have sex with this person. You go see another guy. I want to have sex with this person.
You can't go to the dentist.
Because the dentist wants to fuck
you. If the dentist is a dude...
He wants to fuck you.
Yeah. Like, oh, let me put your bib on. You're like, I got to put my bib on myself.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere. You just can't interact with anybody.
And then I guess it becomes hard then when it...
You bet it does. You bet it does, and you're trying to avoid that.
When it goes away.
Yeah, that's true, because like then by the time you get used to it, then people are disinterested, and now you don't know how to live life normally. You don't know how to live a life where everybody's not paying attention to you.
And you get upset.
Right.
You're like, why don't they want to fuck me?
And you get jealous of whoever they want to fuck now.
Yeah. Like before it was her, I mean, there's like, you remember like, whatever, like 15 years ago, like Megan Fox, like Megan Fox did this to people.
Right. She couldn't go anywhere. And now people are kind of like, well, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Oh, yeah, what? From Transformers?
Yeah.
Goon culture may extend the shelf life of things like this for Sydney Sweeney. Because every year when these lists of like the most searched adult film stars come out, a lot of them are trending into...
You check those lists?
Well, of course, as part of my job.
Oh.
It's in my written responsibilities for the Sam Roberts Show.
Because we may need to cover that.
Yeah. At any time.
That's
right now.
That's right.
A lot of them, not a dominant majority of the list, but more than you would expect are in their late 30s, their 40s, their 50s. Because
they don't give up on them. And you're my girl.
Well, and also because of all this step family stuff that's out there.
There's a lot of step family stuff going on.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does. All the sites, like, it pops up.
Nothing ruins a scene like hearing the word mom.
Right. By the way, we're related. What? Why would you add that in?
No, it's your stepmom.
Right.
You're going to become Eskimo bros with your dad.
You don't want that.
Oh.
No, you already have to share his name, right? The last thing you want to do is share partners.
No one's fantasizing about that.
No, that's true. That's true. You don't want to cuck your dad.
Oh.
Malcolm, you kind of do?
Oh my God!
No, it just sounds horrible, doesn't it?
I mean, if you're the dad in that situation, that's one of those like, I guess I have to kill myself, my kid. I mean, everybody has to die now.
That's where it has to. Yeah, I got to do a murder-suicide, unfortunately.
Like Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to like it. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this too.
Yeah, you forced my hand. Sorry. What am I supposed to do?
There's nothing else to be done here. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. We should take a break. We have Ian Fidance coming in to join us this morning. We'll find out what he's up to and a whole lot more after this. Stay there.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Who shot who? Who shot who? Somebody got shot? Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead, break it down real low. Go ahead, break it down real low.
You're back.
Sound good? I hope.
With Sam Roberts Show.
Stop playing with it. Red light, green light, go.
How are you, Samuel?
So good.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? So good. You've got to be good. I mean, did you watch the All-Star game?
No, but I saw Kyle Schwarber rip 3 bombs.
That's what I was thinking. He saved the National League.
Yes.
Won because they go to a swing-off.
Schwarbomb.
Which is another thing you'd be great at, a swing-off.
I've been to a couple of those.
Yeah.
I also bombed.
They do a swing-off. I guess it was the American League and the National League were tied. And so instead of going into extra innings, they do like a mini home run derby. And old Kyle Schwarber.
Did you see that third hit he had?
Bomb.
He was like down on one knee. just reached and swooped.
Yeah.
Sent it to the heavens.
It is fun. And I was talking about this yesterday with the home run derby, that like when you get athletes that are not even in, like, a swing off is not a competitive environment. It's just like, how far can you hit this ball?
Yeah, how hard can you hurt yourself so you're not well enough for the rest of the season?
Yeah, don't worry. It's mid-season.
It's like, dude, what are you doing swinging that hard?
Yeah, just because.
Yeah.
This literally is for no reason.
I love baseball, and I don't really know much about other sports, but I watch old YouTube videos of like old baseball and Earl Weaver yelling at umpires and old managers getting in fights. That's my favorite.
You love that.
Like hard slides at second with like Will Grace and Ozzie Smith. And crazy, or not Will Grace, Will Clark from the San Francisco Giants. He was like a real cunt.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
When it was like, there was no sort of media friendly anything.
Cleats up,
right?
Tight pants. Let's go.
It's funny because, like, all the different eras of baseball, like, even now, when the All-Star game shows up, when the Home Run Derby shows up, everybody just starts talking about, you know what was great? The steroid era. When everybody was on steroids and could just dinger after dinger after dinger.
I didn't like the steroid era.
Why is that?
It was disrespectful to the game.
You suck.
Yeah.
Last thing you'd want to do is disrespect
the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Horrible.
Absolutely. It's not disrespectful to the game to wear a Phillies hat and a Tigers. Oh, that's not. Okay.
No, this isn't Tigers. This is Days Hardcore. It's a label in Detroit.
But they borrow the Tigers. D.
Yeah, well, D for Detroit.
It's the font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disrespectful about that.
No, of course not. Of course not. But yeah. I mean, it's a spectacle. But it is. I mean, I guess.
It's insane that nobody knew at the time that they were on steroids.
Yeah, nobody even talked about it.
Or did they know and everyone just didn't care? Like, I just remember that wasn't even I mean, I was a kid, so it didn't, like, clock for me. But, I mean, the entire country was just enraptured by these guys with huge heads.
Right.
Who 5 years earlier were, I mean, Sammy Sosa's now white. Like,
That's
we
right.
saw what steroids has done to him.
That's right.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I read this thing about Roger Clemens about how he basically, like, destroyed his legacy with steroids, and he came up on the Mitchell Report and then just denied, and he should have been in the Hall of Fame like in a blink of an eye, and he'll never be. I think he's out of the voting now.
And I think like who is it? Barry Bonds too, who like already was on the road to the Hall of Fame and would be in the Hall of Fame regardless.
Yes.
I mean, bro, like...
Well, it's like those guys were doing it through, like, ego, and, like, I think also, too, you get to a certain age, and you're like, well, I got to keep up with these other guys that are coming up. Like, Brady Anderson, do you remember him? He played for the Baltimore Orioles.
Sure.
And he was, like, 152 pounds one year, and then the next year he's, like, 260. You're like,
great.
What is happening?
That's great.
But he did it so that he could, like, still be relevant. But even so, it's... I don't know. I mean... I use dick pills, so I'm on performance-enhancing drugs.
And your performance is probably wonderful.
It is. I should be in the Hall of Fame.
But unfortunately, they won't let you in.
No, they won't.
All the dick pills.
Yeah, no, I'm in my steroid era. I'm in my sildenafil
era. Yeah, I think people knew, but it was almost like the game became so entertaining, and also, like, they were in a terrible place before the steroid era because they came out of the strike and nobody cared about baseball.
Well, that baseball strike was the worst thing that happened. That was so gross how they just couldn't get it together.
Yeah.
I mean, especially as a Phillies fan, them being in the World Series in '93, losing it the way they did was like so heartbreaking. And then the next year, it's like, does this even matter? And then they end the season after the All-Star break?
I think that's when it was.
Yeah, it was horrific. And that was like the second year the Marlins and the Rockies were around.
Right.
And it's like, well, these fucking guys got nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, and like you go because it is this like game that everybody is like, well, the tradition is so important. Yeah. But we can't get the money right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not going to finish the season?
I'm against instant replay. I'm against...
I love that.
I'm against challenging. I'm against the idea of a, computer strike zone.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You don't like Moneyball.
I love the human error of baseball.
Yes.
I love arguing. I love not getting it right and just having to go by these slovenly men who are obsessed with baseball to the point that I could not even imagine being an umpire.
And there is something as a fan that it gets taken away from you when you're like, oh, it said the strike. Yeah, the strike began on August 12th, 94.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be
right after the All-Star break.
There is something as a fan that you love the argument about whether that was a strike, whether that was whatever. And like the fact that they have the box, it just takes all the juice out of the argument.
It's terrible.
Like, just like it shows right there. I guess we're done talking about it.
Yeah, and it's like, well, it just makes it robotic and sterile, and I don't like pitch counts. I don't like anything. I think the game should be played the way it was in 1902.
Yes.
Abner Doubleday.
Right.
No baseball gloves.
Right.
No blacks.
Right.
I think that we should bring the game back.
That's true. There was probably like one sweet spot because in the beginning, a lot of the rules probably unnecessary.
Yeah.
But then that sweet spot before they got super computerized, that's where you want to be.
Well, also, every player is like genetically engineered from a young age to be incredible, and you have these kids in travel leagues thinking they're major league players, and they wear like that Warrior eye black, and they've got these elbow pads on, and it's just so gross.
I mean, like, dude,
your pants should be, nylon. You should be playing baseball as a kid in nylon pants, shirts with a decal from your local plumbing shop on it.
Yes,
a hat that doesn't fit you, and you have to use masking tape on the back part of it because you have a small head when you're younger. 2
bats that everybody shares.
Yes, a donut that you put around the bat, or like in the old days they would swing a sledgehammer.
I don't know if you just swing a sledgehammer.
Well,
we're not cavemen.
It's up for debate.
But that is true. I mean, I was telling the guys that I coached Little League this year, and like the equipment that everybody comes in with, they're 8 years old. They have baseball backpacks that are designed to hold all the equipment. Everybody has their own glove. Everybody has their own bat. Everybody has their own helmet. Everybody has their own everything. It's all state of the art. It's all pro. The gloves fit just right. And I'm going like, what
do you remember that silver bat everybody shared that was from like a juvenile detention center?
100%.
And it was just rusty and silver.
There was 2 helmets. One was small and one was large. That's for the big head kids. That's for the little pipsqueaks.
Yeah, like they all had dirt in them.
100%. Everybody got headlights from them.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I can't imagine how expensive it is as a parent to get your child all the equipment they need now.
100%. And then like they play one season and they're like, "No, I'm not doing that next year."
Dude.
You're like, cool. What are we going to do with this mini baseball equipment?
Yeah.
And also they grow out of it. Like you get a glove and a bat for an 8-year-old. By the time they're 9, they need another glove and bat.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't fit anymore.
Well, that's why you got to get them an outfielder's glove, which is the biggest glove, so they just grow into it for 4 years.
Yeah, they have it all the way to high school. Yeah, that's the way to go. But yeah, it is all very like perfected and curated.
Yeah, and every player's just scientifically engineered to be this like baseball machine, and it's like, no, I want my players like John Kruk, slovenly, fat.
Right.
Is ripping a cigarette and drinking a beer in the locker room.
Like David Wells.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer steroid era to genetically like raising children from the time they're 3 years old to be a baseball player era. Like, I like the idea of like somebody just figuring out they're naturally good and then just doing some steroids. You know what I mean? Like, it's great.
I just like the idea of Jim Thome never working out and just eating a bunch of eggs and being a farm boy. Hitting the ball well.
And there will be also, like, whenever you encounter somebody that's got like farm strength, it's still better than the people that trained from the time they were 2 years old.
Dude, well, I don't know if this is true. Did you watch that Bo Jackson 30 for 30? So interesting.
Yeah, a while ago, right?
I love it so much. But they're like, I never saw him in a weight room. He never lifted a weight a day in his life. I'm like, I don't know if that's true. There's no way for that guy to be that jacked, that strong, that powerful, that ripped, that toned, and never, ever be in. It's like, okay, so are you making an argument for,
doing nothing.
Eugenics? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Like, why is this man so stronger than everyone else and he never had to do anything?
I think sometimes you just like you create the legend.
You let the legend live.
You just let the legend live. And that's another thing, people. Where everybody loves putting documentaries out about everything.
Yeah.
Like, well, what about we just start some rumors?
Yeah.
And just let those exist for the end of through the
Well,
end of
his
time.
rumors were crazy. It was like he played catcher and he threw someone out in the next town over from his knees.
Right.
You're like, wow.
That's so cool. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. So how's everything? Everything's good with you?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Me and Ian's going well?
It's going great. I'm having a blast. Jordan's been on vacation, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I heard you're like, you have to walk on eggshells with Jordan.
Fuck you.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. What? You looked at Troy and gave a little wink.
That's what I heard.
And then look over at
I
me.
heard that you had to walk on eggshells with Jordan.
That's the name of the new podcast.
Walking on eggshells? Yeah.
With Jordan.
Yeah. With Jordan.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, she's a very specific person.
Well, it's been incredible not having her in the studio because I get to smoke cigarettes.
You love that.
Which is
maybe that's
the
what
best.
it is. Maybe you're not walking on eggshells. You're just stressed because you're not smoking
Yes,
cigarettes.
that's what it is. That's what it is. So when she's that's why, truly, like, I love her to death. We have the best time in the world. But when she's not there, I'm like, whoa, I can smoke. And that's like great.
Do you have a guest co-host when she's not there? Or do you just go in
I
and
do it on my own.
Ian time?
Yeah. We had Harley Flanagan from the Cro-Mags on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Last week.
That's
I think.
awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking great. It was just me and him, and because he has a documentary out called Wired for Chaos. Mm-hmm. You should check it out. It's incredible. And having him in my basement was so surreal. This guy who is responsible for the music that changed my life and was so important to me, still is. And he told me that if I smoked a cigarette in front of him, he'd bite my nose off. And I was like, I'm so honored and scared right now. It was great. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
And in your basement, in your
my
studio,
basement, in my
that
house
you created,
that I
like,
made. Yeah, and he has a cat also named Glenn.
Really?
Yeah, and so we bonded over that.
That's
It was
amazing.
so nice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I love that, and I also love the idea of like you doing that pod where it's like, yeah, we'll have comics on and stuff, but also like, let me see if I can get on these people who I just love.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we have. Dude, Guar is coming on.
Really?
Which I'm so stoked
Full
about.
costume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Full costume Guar.
Yes.
Under Oath. Like a bunch of. I'm so stoked. All American Rejects might come on.
That's
which would be
Dude,
so silly.
Does All American Rejects? Did that guy start his OnlyFans? He said he was going to start an OnlyFans.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was All American
hope
Rejects.
he starts enough. He starts in time to plug it on the pod.
Yeah, because I think there was a quote that because the first, like, All American Rejects started doing. Yeah, see, it says he's going to do Full Frontal. It says All American Rejects. Is going to Tyler Ritter launches OnlyFans. Get a taste of Full Frontal rock and roll.
Bringing it back.
Which I don't think that's like a play on word. I don't think Full Frontal rock and roll actually means anything besides I'm in a band and I'm going to do Full Frontal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm going to show my cock.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Wow.
But yeah, it said he's got an OnlyFans, I guess, and I haven't seen Full Frontal, and I feel like that would. He said,
Do a
he
little
told GQ,
peen
yeah,
bursting.
we've always been a band who's got a tongue bursting through the cheek when it comes to our music. Oh, okay, so tongue in cheek. So why not, do a little peen bursting through a zipper? I don't think that he understands fully like what a play on words is.
Yeah. He was really on the nose with that.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
we're kind of tongue in cheek, so why not show our genitals?
Yeah, we're a little
Like-
tongue-in-cheek, so why not just cock to camera?
Right. And you're like, I don't understand the correlation, buddy.
Dude, they were doing it right, though. They were playing a bunch of backyards.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It feels like they just decided, like, okay, let's get back together. Let's cash in on the fact that, like a lot of
Nostalgia
bands. Yeah,
is-
there's nostalgia. You grow up. You're an
Yeah.
adult now. You grew up with the All American Rejects. You want to...
Well, I gotta be honest. I don't know any of the other songs.
Hope It Gives You Hell, right? When you see my face, Hope It Gives You Hell. That's
move
the...
along.
That's two different songs. We did it.
Go.
Move Along and Hope It Gives You Hell. Those are the two songs.
gives you hell,
and
you don't belong.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, swing by the mother.
Oh yeah, I know. And I hope it gives you all the
Those
hell.
are a lot of songs.
Wow, I mean,
not all of our hits.
Gives You Hell is a hit. Swing was a hit. Move Along was a hit.
Sure.
Dirty Little Secret was a hit.
Oh, I'll be your dirty little secret.
And it gives you hell. Yeah, I'd say 4 are definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's a good amount of hits. It's more hits than I thought they had.
Yeah. Now,
and I figure if we got 4 hits, might as well do full frontal, as they say.
Got 4 hits, an inch for every hit.
4? Brendan Sagalow?
4.
So that'd be great if they did B and Ian, because then maybe it's like, well, if you're doing full frontal,
whip it out.
Right. Maybe do a new
for the
podcast.
Patreon. Jordan, suck it on the pod.
But you were not an All American Rejects fan necessarily.
Not particular. I didn't.
But not to say you weren't a fan.
I didn't
but
dislike them, but I was kind of, I guess, like indifferent. But
I think we were a little older when they came out, right?
Yeah.
Like it was right past. We weren't exactly in high school anymore.
No.
Yeah, that was 2005, 2008.
Yeah. I was well into my career of alcoholism by then.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. You retired from that career.
Yes. They hung my shitty underwear from the rafters.
Your stained underpants. Yeah.
When was the last time you shit yourself?
I mean, probably when I was a very small. Well, okay, it's a good question because Troy doesn't believe me at all. He thinks this is totally fabricated. I mean, easily when I was a small child, as an adult, I wouldn't have shit my pants. That didn't happen.
Every adult shits their pants.
That's what he said. That's what
every adult.
But I feel like
shits their pants.
You and Troy are like you lived lives of such debauchery that you don't really understand that like a human who's not living a life of debauchery might not.
You have a horrific diet.
You have a horrific diet, and everybody gets sick.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you shit your pants every time you get sick.
No, it means that like occasionally like your guts are like fucked up.
Yeah.
And you have bubble guts and you fart and you're like, oh, a little bit came out that I wasn't expecting. I'm not feeling well.
No, I'll go to the toilet with bubble guts and I'll try to get it all out.
See, I don't believe him.
You
But Sam has a weird thing about his butthole.
What?
Because he never talks about pooing. Never. Like,
yeah, my weird thing about butthole is it's a private part. Okay?
Doesn't like
it's a private part. That's
And
not,
only
and again, that's not
only
weird.
your parents, doctor, and babysitter are allowed to see it or touch it.
100% see it or touch it. That's right.
What I was told.
That's right. That's right, Ian.
He doesn't like poo humor. He doesn't like fart and nothing.
It's
regarding
fine.
The anal he doesn't like talking about.
It's fine, but just because I'm a gentleman doesn't mean I'm strange. Like again, you've lived these lives of debauchery, and you're going to put that on me,
motherfucker. You don't eat ass.
I mean, I don't know. It's a risk going around the room because I think like Mike, I don't know that you've like shit yourself, but maybe. I mean, a lot of people in the weightlifting community have shit themselves because of all the protein and the exertion.
My diet tends to create like very long, large, just continuous coil logs.
Okay, well, if we're gonna just humble brag around,
I empty like first thing in the morning.
Look who doesn't have diarrhea all the time.
Drink a couple glasses of water with a little bit of lime juice and salt.
Okay,
flush you right out.
And that's what you do. So you have your high protein diet, and in the morning you do lime water and salt, and then take a giant dump.
Yeah, a huge shit. I mean, I eat a lot of like broccoli and berries and stuff like that too.
I eat cherries at night.
That should help you shit the next day.
You've never been sick.
I mean,
why you say that? Why you say you've never been sick? Not everybody who's been sick advocates in their pants.
The sickness thing is very real.
But not everybody who's ever been sick goes like, oh, and then I went to the bathroom in my pants. That's crazy.
With the stomach flu, I pretty much just sat on the bowl emptying it all day.
I mean,
yeah, but then you don't go back to the couch and you're like, oh, I gotta take a nap, and then you wake up.
That sounds like from the Book of Norton.
There's a bunch of Room of Liars.
Room of Liars. What about
if
you?
Travis was here, he'd be lying too.
Okay, well now Malcolm, what you don't know about Malcolm, our intern Malcolm, number one, he's heavy into the manosphere. And number two, He told us he has a diarrhea problem. So I don't know. This could go.
Man. Really?
Big time.
Oh my god! I have like an old cat asshole. Like it's.
When was the last time you shit yourself?
Probably like.
Was it Saturday in Oklahoma City on a street called Gaylord Avenue?
Wasn't there?
Just kidding. Huh?
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I didn't have to use my underwear to shit behind a Chase Bank on a pile of rocks and then wash my shorts and shoe in a hotel sink.
When was that? When did that not happen?
4 days ago.
Ian, I thought you were doing well, buddy. I thought things were looking
monetarily and career-wise.
I know, but
my asshole's falling apart.
They're supposed to go together.
My asshole's like the government. It can't be trusted.
You're not supposed to get to a place where you finally figured out your professional life and you have to go into a back alley and ruin your shoes.
Yeah, but it wasn't a back alley.
I forgot it was Gaylord Avenue.
It was on a street called Gaylord Avenue. In the middle of the day, walking back shirtless from an AA meeting.
Well, coming out of that meeting going, I am so happy I got my life together.
Yep. Malcolm, you can relate.
You ever do that on Gaylord Avenue?
Not on Gaylord Avenue. No, I don't know about that one.
Monto's looking up the address.
Yeah, he's Google mapping it. He's the guy. Let's get a satellite view going.
Well, I wasn't sure if Gaylord Avenue actually existed or if Ian was just being cheeky.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah, cheeky. Get it?
Well, I was making videos about how I love walking around towns, and then my camera reel's hilarious because there's a video of me going, let's play a game called Will I Make It? I feel a bunch of diarrhea coming on, and then the next piece of media is a picture of the underwear and a pile of shit on a pile of rocks, and then the next video after that is, well, newsflash, I didn't make it. They're just waddling back to my hotel room.
Okay, so
I mean, dude, and then I'm telling you, there's
a place called Gaylord Avenue where Ian shits his pants.
Dude, that happened, and then I got JFL Toronto a weekend in September, and then I got JFL Montreal, and then I just got like a couple other things that are like really fantastic.
In any other scenario, I'd be saying, "Oh my God, that's so great! Congratulations!"
No, dude. My manager texted me. He was like, "Dude, you need to shit your pants more often." Because I sent a group chat to my agent and my manager, and I was like, "You'll never guess what happened." And they were like, "Dude, shit your pants more often because guess what just happened?" Blah blah. I found out I got Montreal while I was washing my shoe and shorts in a hotel bathroom sink. It was like an ayahuasca trip. I swear to God,
it became
I
a good
expelled
day.
the evil. Ever since then, knock on wood, things have been just everything's coming up finance.
So once a year, you have to make a pilgrimage to Gaylord Avenue
behind the Chase Bank, which I am praying they do not have security footage.
Okay, yeah, because you were shirtless. Which means you had to get full naked to take your underwear off.
Fully naked. Shoes and socks only.
What time of day?
1:30, 2.
AM or PM?
PM.
Midday.
Midday.
Full sun.
Full sun.
Bright.
Nothing blocking me, cowered in the corner.
Lunchtime. As a matter of fact, a huge traffic time for bank activity.
Very much darting eye contact around to make sure no one locked in with me.
So you're walking.
But have you been outside in cities lately? There's other people just like me. I'm not the
full
only
naked.
One. Full naked in my neighborhood. Yeah.
So you shit your pants. And then once the shit is in your pants, do you then go into the alley to fix things? Or I mean, I keep saying alley, but just behind the bank.
Yeah. It
was not an alley.
It's more of a grassy knoll. No, you go, oh God, and then you make your next
bullet
plan.
Was in your underwear.
Yeah, and there was definitely more than one shot. You just panic and figure out where to go, and then you assess, can I make it? Oh, no, I can't. This is happening.
Did you think it was flat?
You're just going in here, this is happening. Oh, my God, this is happening.
Oh, meaning like 1 second before, you're like, wait a minute, the shit's going to come out. Should I go somewhere?
There's no time to even have that much thought.
Okay.
Back me up, Malcolm.
Yeah, it's usually, you get that like sort of hotness. You can feel the heat of it before you actually feel
Where do you feel the heat?
Around your anus.
You're so...
Yeah.
Jesus, Malcolm.
The anal.
Don't get so scientific.
Excuse me. Oh, my bad. But yeah.
So you get the heated anus. and then you realize.
I mean, I
once
have
it's hot,
PTSD. Ever since then, every time I fart, I'm like,
you have to go into public bathrooms to fart.
Only Chase.
Chase Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you feel the heat, and you're like, wait a minute, this is not a hold it in scenario. It's not being held in today,
dude. I'm telling you, don't even think like that.
Wow.
You just go, oh no, oh no, oh no. Like, you literally turn into a baby.
And you've got shorts on.
They're going, wah, wah.
And shorts is the worst thing to wear in that scenario.
Anything's the worst thing to wear, Sam.
Okay. I'm not familiar. I don't do this. Okay. I don't do this.
Troy, back me up.
I'm with you 100%.
Thank you.
Right. I don't know this because I don't do it.
It doesn't mean you're better than us. Just means you haven't lived, brother.
He doesn't tell the truth.
Yeah.
So then you realize there's doo-doo in my underpants.
The way you're acting right now is the same way I used to act when people would pull out Coke. I'd be like, oh, I've never done this before. What's it like? Oh, tell me more. That sounds cool. Can I try some?
Oh, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
So now there's doo-doo in your underpants. Was it like just a little bit or quite a bit?
Sam.
Go ahead.
We don't have to Monday morning quarterback this whole thing.
So go ahead.
I shit myself, and then I...
Quite a bit or a little bit?
Quite a lot of it. And then
so you go to the behind the chase.
Yes.
Well, okay, well, first there's doo-doo in your underpants. Do you go... Now you have time to actually think about it. Do you go, I need to go somewhere? Do you go, I need to get rid of these underpants? Do you go, I need to get back to the hotel? Wait, that's not a good idea. What's the thought process when the doo-doo's in the pants?
There is none.
Okay. You're just sitting there...
Yo, I found out where all you guys live.
Oh, there's also a video of me going, I found out where you guys live, and I point to Gaylord Avenue,
so
and then I shit myself.
Okay.
Hold on, ready?
He's not wearing a shirt either.
I'm going to be honest. I really got a diarrhea cha-cha-cha.
Okay. So that's when it was...
Well, here's a story from A to Z. I just shit my pants. You better believe me, as I took a picture of it, but I'm not going to show you. Holy crap.
Do you want more answers?
I mean, yeah.
You know, in storytelling, it's better to show, not tell.
Oh, my God, it's a lot. It's not a little.
That's what you get.
Show Troy.
That's what you get for not dropping
Troy
it, Sam.
wants to see. I didn't want to see.
That's what you get for not dropping it, Sam.
I mean, it's a whole load.
And it's loose.
What? Well, it wasn't one of Montone's Heraculin
I understand.
weightlifting
Like
broccoli shits.
Spill pudding is right, Montone.
Yeah.
Spill pudding
Yeah,
is
that
right.
was the Exxon Valdez the oil spill.
So to get... Now, when you get it off, are you saying that, like, you took your shorts off...
I took everything off except the shoes.
Shoes and socks stayed on.
Shoes and socks stay on. You're in survival mode. You're not thinking, you're acting and reacting.
So you're full.
You take everything off, you spray the shit, you look around, you wipe your ass with your underwear, you drop it on the ground, you take a picture so you can show it to your friends on radio, and then you put your pants on, you waddle back, and the whole time you just giggle and laugh at how ridiculous life is.
Right.
And then you get to the hotel and you realize it's sprayed up on your ass cheeks, so now it's everywhere. So now you got to wash everything in the fucking sink.
Now there's doo-doos in the sink.
Now there's doo-doo in the sink.
You get Montreal.
Yeah. And then you get Montreal. And then you get the thing you've been wanting for 15 years.
How did it get on the sock and the shoe? Was that in the
Because it sprayed, it bounced, it danced around.
It did.
Yes.
It's totally unpredictable.
These weren't Montone logs. These were,
Fidances.
Fidances. Strong, powerful.
Right.
It comes out with such force.
Yes.
It exploded out of you.
Explosive.
Right.
Yes.
So, and then do you take a shower after that?
No, I didn't need to. Of course, Sam. Yes.
Because you do.
And a lot of sitting there with your head in your hands, just like, what is happening?
When you get on the elevator of the hotel, do you pray to God nobody gets on the elevator with you? Do you find Jesus?
I'm not thinking about other people.
You're not
at that time.
Because regardless of how awful this is for anyone else.
And if there is someone else in the elevator, I'm blaming it on them. Ew, did you step in dog shit? What's the matter with you?
And they're going, "Where's your shirt, sir?"
Yeah. Why are you wearing one shoe? Mind your business.
Do you just walk around with no shirt on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'd just be weird to like be at a hotel and have somebody just leaving the hotel with no shirt on.
No, I bring a shirt.
Okay.
And then I take it off.
Pop it off.
And put it in my belt loop.
That's a little better so that you had a shirt.
Yes. Yes, the shirt was in my belt.
So you could have put a shirt on, but you still didn't put the shirt on because you could have just like Winnie the Pooh'd it a little bit, when you took the underwear off.
I put the shirt on when I went into the hotel. I'm not an animal.
But when you took the underpants off, you did not put the shirt on, and that's what made you full nude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, I do have to say,
go ahead.
If you haven't, take a full nude shit in public. It will really change things for you.
No, I guess so. I'm already.
You will really. It opens up these senses where you kind of notice everything around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Now, Malcolm, you've never had an experience like that, or you have?
I have sharded myself in public before.
But that's not. That's a pile of feces.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Short. We're not the same, Malcolm.
Yeah.
No, I was not stripped nude in public.
Yeah, that's right. He was totally. He was full naked, leaving a pile of shit behind a bank.
You've never done that?
Not yet.
Well, you're young.
One day, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21. I got time.
Oh, wait till you're my age.
What do you think you got the diarrheas from?
I think. I don't know. I don't eat very great. That's probably it. I think I just got a bad tummy, probably.
Yeah.
I got tummy issues,
Crohn's?
I don't think it's Crohn's. I think it's just shit too much syndrome. I don't know.
I've been.
Isn't that Dave Matthews Band song? I shit too much. Too much. Yeah. Yeah. But you've never. Yeah, that kind of takes the steam out of any shit yourself that you've done.
Yeah, that's more impressive than any sort of liquid Norlog that I've ever.
Do you shirt yourself in public when you're like with friends?
Yes, the last time it happened, it was with friends.
And how do you handle that? Was it your ballerina friends or post ballet?
This was post ballet. Yeah.
Okay.
The ballerinas would have never let me lift.
Yeah, I'm sure not. I'm sure not.
Especially, there's a lot of like partnering in ballet, and there's a lot of like butthole touching going on.
Really?
Yeah, I get that. I get it. You haven't seen Black Swan?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do the boys wear black ballet outfits or you wear pink?
We're in black, so I can
Thank
shield
God.
the shard. Yeah.
Thank God.
Ooh,
Wait,
man.
so you're a ballerina?
I was for a while.
Cool.
That's dope, right?
How old were you when you stopped?
I stopped senior year of high school. So
He went to ballerina school.
You went to University of Ballerina?
Yeah. No, he went to ballerina high school.
What?
Like he was
in Manhattan?
No, not here.
Where?
In North Carolina.
He was a ballerina master.
You went to ballerina high school? Oh yeah, isn't that on Gaylord Avenue?
Oh shit, Ian! No wonder you got Montreal.
Woo! See you soon, Canada.
Yeah. So no. But to answer your question, I really don't do that.
Well, good for you.
You know what I mean? That's not really my
Congrats.
thing.
Look
Me
who's
and Mike,
an adult with a family.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
for you.
But that's the other thing. I have more consequences too. I'd have to live it down. Can you imagine going back into my house and my kids finding out that I had gone to the bathroom in my pants?
Yeah, dude, my cat's shit in a box. They're like, hey, good for you. We're right there with you, brother.
Totally. And I was just thinking, having kids and cats are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the cat daddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, but I can't. I don't have that luxury afforded to me, Troy.
It could. You could be like, explain to your kids, hey, look, it happens to everybody.
But it doesn't.
There is a book called Everybody Poops.
Not in their pants.
Sometimes.
Is that the sequel book? Because I've read the first book.
Yeah, that's what the song Accidents Will Happen by Elvis Costello is about.
Shitting your pants.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I had no.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad everything is looking up for you.
It's great.
Things are good.
Yeah.
And you feel
great. I have a travel show coming out. I'm stoked on that. It's called Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs.
Ian Do?
Yeah. So it's a Ian Do.
I thought Ian Do was what you left behind Chase. What's up, Montreal?
It's like Dirty Jobs meets Simple Life. So every town I play, someone teaches me how to do their job, and then I try to do their job, usually poorly, and it's really fun. Yeah,
that's really fun.
Yeah, it's
Are you
great.
doing it for YouTube, or are you doing it for
YouTube? Once I get enough subscribers on my YouTube channel, I'm going to release it.
It's like waiting.
Yeah.
So you haven't released any of it?
No, I have a bunch of episodes banked. I'm going to put it out in seasons. I'm still shooting, but I have like 6 episodes.
Wow.
And I fixed robots and controlled a robot at the BattleBots Arena in Vegas.
Wow.
This past weekend I made pizza in Oklahoma City at the Saucy Sicilian.
Oh.
Yeah, they taught me like how to make pizza and throw it up.
Did you get to meet him, the Saucy Sicilian himself?
yeah, I looked in the mirror. And I got my tattoo license in Wisconsin. I tattooed a guy.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like? Was that high pressure or?
It was. Oh man, it's so much harder than you would imagine.
Were you like a good artist?
I did the S symbol that we used to write on all of our book bags in high school.
The 3 dashes and the diagonal lines. Yeah, that's probably
I did that on this kid.
That's probably. But you didn't do any like shading on it or anything.
I shaded it and everything.
You did.
Yeah.
Do you like the way it looked?
I guarantee it.
Okay.
Montreal, that's this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at the prestigious Just for Laughs Festival. Yeah, I have a picture of it. I'll show it to you. It was really cool. But I'm having a blast with it. It's really fun.
Yeah. When you get your tattoo license, you don't have to prove, though, that you're good at art.
Dude, it was Wisconsin. It took an hour and $65. It's crazy. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's so important to look at the work that your artist has done.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise it's just a dude who bought a tattoo gun.
Well, that's what's happened. A lot of my friends who are tattoo artists are like, dude, our industry's kind of fucked right now because people will buy a tattoo gun, rent a studio space, and be like, I'm an artist. I'll tattoo you for $100. And people are like, oh, that's a deal.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to go to this reputable studio because it's too much. I'm going to go.
I mean, but that's like 101 for tattoos, isn't it? Like you don't deal hunt with a tattoo?
Yeah, but people are stupid, man.
Yeah, they are.
And that's the thing about, tattooing that makes it so special is there's this elongated apprenticeship and like learning, and you're in the shop all the time, you're drawing nonstop, you're slowly working at it, and then these people just skip that, get a gun and a space, and then give tattooing a bad name and take other people's work.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a trade that you master.
You start on grapefruit. That's what tattoo artists will tattoo grapefruit for.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to slowly and
to
you get
see
a
how
feel
how
of
it
it.
reacts to the skin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Did you start on grapefruit?
I started on this kid's thigh.
How do you make all the connections that you need to find jobs in all these different cities?
Half of them, I'll just put something up on my story, and then people, it gets me like leads, and then I'll mention it on podcasts, and people reach out. If you are out there and you have a job that you would like me to do with you, like in Chicago, I'm training police canines.
Why would you train a police canine?
Because it's ACAB except for the dogs.
Oh.
ianfidance666@gmail.com. That's the email address. Send me the job and the town. And so I am putting this all together. I'm still looking for Buffalo and Dallas. I don't know if I'm going to shoot this weekend in Dallas, but yeah,
it's also kind of cool that it gives you something to do when you're on the road.
Well, that's the whole thing. Every show starts out with me introing it, and I'm like, I had to go do this or else I put a gun in my mouth. That's why it started, because I'm on the road every single weekend. I'm alone. It's miserable. If I don't get out of my hotel, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Right.
So why don't I go learn how to cut hair in Rochester?
Sure. Sure. You meet somebody, you do something.
And I also, I'm a big music guy, so I use local bands in the area as a soundtrack for the show to like drive the show. So I give them shine, I give the business shine, and I'm really happy with it. It's really, I'm really, really proud and excited about it. And also, like, dude, this past weekend I was in Oklahoma City, and the guy who runs a shop kind of takes in these like disadvantaged youths to work at his shop, and I like really connected with one of the kids, and then another guy there, like they introduced him, and they were like, he's a poet, a rapper, a guitarist, and blah blah. And I go, oh, put that all together, and what do you get? Unemployed. And he like started battle rapping at me, like insulting me. It was like, you think you're funny, but you're really not. And I'm like, oh God. He just started like rapping insults at me. So then I started like doing limericks to him to like compliment him, to like be nice. And he like really took offense. And then it turns out he and I talked. he's been in and out of psych wards and jail, and so have I, and we've shared what different meds we've been in, and we like hugged, and now he's like sending me his so it was like really cool. There's like a human aspect to it where I'm meeting these people and making connections and showing, you know, the human side of these jobs that a lot of people as customers just kind of take for granted, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome. And then how many subscribers do you need to release the tapes?
I mean, I'd like 2,000.
Okay.
So right now I'm hovering around 1,000. I just started the page like a month ago.
Okay.
And I'm also, I put all my stand up on it. I have a bunch of clips and like longer sets, and I'm going to release other content that I'm shooting like with my mom, or like,
well, what's the YouTube
me and Sergio Chacon are boxing. So I started boxing with Sergio Chacon.
Yeah.
He's super funny.
Yeah.
He and I have been buds for like 15 years. So I box with him 2 days a week. So Homeless Pimps filming us, and we're going to put it out on my YouTube page, and it's Ian Fidance Comedy.
Ian Fidance Comedy.
Ian Fidance Comedy.
Yeah, subscribe, because I want to see these things.
Yeah. I'll show you one thing off camera. It's really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any part of you like that goes like, I don't want to make content out of everything, or are you just having a good time? Like some people get burned out, but
it's all depends on the day.
Yeah.
Some days I really enjoy it, and that's the thing. I have to go out and do things. I have to do activities. Like when I go to these towns, I'll go to like a museum or whatever. I'm not making content out of that. You know, but
you're actually just going because you want to go.
Yeah. So there's some things that I actually like I don't want to turn everything in my life into fucking content.
Yes.
You know, I want things for myself, but if it makes sense, I'll do it. You know, like the boxing thing, we only film 1 day a week, and then the other days, but it's very fun, and I think that's enjoyable.
For
but,
sure.
You know, I'm not like, I don't know. So many people hit me up and other comics about like, what about if you do this and that? How about a man on the street where you ask people about their tattoos and call it like, what's the meaning?
Everything's a play on Ian.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah, YouTube.com/ the @ Ian Fidance Comedy.
Awesome. Yeah, check that out. Yeah,
I'm going to shoot stuff with my mom.
That's fun.
Put that out. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I just remember like during the pandemic, I started, because you know we were all trying to figure it out. That's when we did our Sopranos pod.
Yes,
which I loved. I loved that.
Yeah.
What I ended up hating was before that. I think it was before I was doing like I was like, oh, I got to start trying more foods because I'm such a picky eater.
Mm-hmm.
That I was like, oh, I'm going to try eggs. I was like, you know what? I've never eaten eggs before. That's so weird. I want to try it. Let me film it. And then I was like, oh, I should do this like once a week. And I should make a show where I try these new foods. Everybody else is like, it's unbelievable that I haven't tried these foods. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do eggs. Oh, that was a fun episode. I'm editing it and everything. And then the next time it was like, you know, whatever the second episode was, I was like, oh, okay, that was super fun too. By like 3 or 4 weeks in, it was misery. I hated it. I didn't want to try the foods.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to make these shows. I was tired of people like going like, you know what you should try? Like, none of your fucking business what I should try. Like, I got so, and I did not see it coming at all. Because in the beginning, I was like, this is super fun. And it happens all the time, right? Like with stuff that you try.
Of course.
And then it doesn't pan out. But yeah, I got so...
Well, it's so easy
burnt
to
out
get
on
burned
it so
out
quick.
on this stuff, but it's like if it's organic and it makes sense, that makes it so much easier.
Yes.
You know, like people have wanted to like follow me around with a camera and like, what's it like being on the road with a comic? I'm like, that doesn't feel organic. I don't like having a camera in my face.
Right.
Like I in a certain aspect, but not when I'm in a green room or with the staff. Like I feel like a cheese dick. Like I'll hold a camera up to myself like walking when I'm alone, but a camera around like other people just interacting, I feel like icky. So that's not organic to me.
Yeah, I agree with that, because it's almost like this should just be us talking and you're making a show.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. No, I get that. I think that's important, like when you're doing stuff like that, to know like, no, this is comfortable and makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's why with like the job thing, it's like, number one, you're doing different stuff all the time that's fun, but also like you said, like meeting people as you do it.
Yeah, and I love meeting people. I love listening to people and getting their experiences, and I love giving shine to, you know, businesses and bands and people in general, and I think it's really fun, and you'll always find the most interesting characters, and a lot of the people that work, I mean, I worked jobs like this all growing up. Like
Sure.
I've worked in kitchens and like tons of blue collar jobs, and those are the people I gravitate towards, and those are the people I want to interact with and have fun with on a weekend.
Totally. I heard as much things are going good right now.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you had some bad experiences at auditions lately. I heard
What?
I heard you audition for a Tide commercial. It didn't go well. That's what I heard.
Look at me.
I'm telling you, I keep my ear to the street. That's what I heard.
Oh, because you listen to fucking me and Feeney on Zach Amico's podcast.
I don't know what I listened to. I heard.
You're like a Nardwuar of the most uninteresting topics.
So tell me about Tide commercials. Ian, you had a terrible audition. Is that right?
Insane. Yeah.
These are Tide Pods. I brought you a gift.
These auditions suck.
Yeah.
I'm fucking terrible at them.
You are?
Well, I'm so much better in the room. Like if I went in for an audition, every audition I've gone in person, I've gotten like a callback and it's been great or it's led to something else. But on a self-tape, I just turn into an emotionless, dead-eyed, like unlikable, just good. Like it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. And I had this Tide commercial that fucking we had to like improv one. First of all, the whole conceit of the Tide commercial was I work in a deli and my coworker's trying to save money, so he's switching to a different detergent to save money. So I suggest switch to Tide to save money. And it's like, hey man, if you're doing so bad financially, you have to start cutting your detergent, kill yourself. Like, it's not going to help. We're two white guys working in a deli. We're fucked, bro. Like,
Also, why would you need advice on that? Wouldn't you just go to the store and be like, which detergent costs less? It says what the prices are.
Yeah, but you need me to be like, oh, trying to save more money, just rubbing it in your face that you can't afford childcare.
Right.
So, so then like I'm already behind the eight ball. This like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. This blah, blah, blah. So then I do it. And then they're like, do a second take and improvise at the end. And like you had to go home and be like, honey, we're a Tide family. We're switching to Tide.
Is this for like television?
Yeah.
This was really going to be a commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'll probably see, dude, it's so funny when I see commercials I audition for and it's totally either a guy who looks exactly like me but more like
we're looking for an Ian Fidance type.
Yo, one time I had a commercial and it went to the third callback, and when I went back it had storyboard animations and it was like our hero shows up and it was me. They storyboarded me in the entire commercial and then I lost it because at the 11th hour they changed my character, my role to an 11-year-old girl. And I found out on Thanksgiving, like 2017.
And I'm going to guess you did not shit yourself that day.
No,
that's the magic.
I did at once I found out how much money I was going to lose. Yeah, that would have set me up for so long.
But I heard on the Tide commercial you flipped out.
Well, at the end, my improvised line was like, I just didn't care anymore. I was like, oh, honey, it gets rid of the skid marks. We're now a Tide family. And my acting, like the person, she was like, you can't say that. And I was like, yeah, I can. And I am. Because I'm done. I just sent that into Tide. Fuck them. I'm not going to get it anyway. I don't know what these people want.
Well, I guess.
Either put me in it, but don't make me audition because it's tiring. I'll be great when I show up.
You feel like you're at the point where it's like you don't really need to audition anymore?
I'm not saying that.
Well, you kind of just said, put me in, but don't make me audition.
Well, if you think I'm good for a role.
I'm right.
You know, if I have the look and you think I'm good for it, we'll make it work day of.
I'll bring that Fidance magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the whole audition, God, it's just so debilitating. But I signed up for this.
Right.
I'm not complaining. Just saying what it is.
Well, you can't complain and then say, I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
You sure?
Am I complaining or am I just saying what it is?
Yeah, you're kind of complaining.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
Go shit yourself, Troy.
Okay.
He's supposed to be on your side, isn't he?
Yeah, what the hell? Am I complaining? Oh, fuck.
You said it's
Hey, brother, you could give me a bag of gold and I'd say it weighs too much, brother. Come on.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you flipped out like that.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the commercial I did with Bonnie McFarlane?
I don't think so.
Dude, years ago there was I got asked to do do you know Micah Fox?
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
So she was like, hey, do you want to come in and read for this commercial I'm directing? I was like, yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah. So they have us go in, and already, like, they take us to like a green room, and they put makeup on us and everything, and then mic us up and make us sign the stuff. And I'm like, I've never done an audition where we have to get makeup before, but whatever. So we go in, and it's just Micah and the camera guy, and I'm like, where's the client? Like, where's the producer? And she's like, oh, we're filming it, we're sending it through. Like, and I'm on Zoom with the client right now, and I'm like, oh, all right. So, like, slate for us. I'm like, hi, my name's Ian Fidance, and I'm, 5'7", blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, can you do it faster? And I go, hi, I'm Ian Fidance, 5'7", Brooklyn, New York. They go really faster. Like, I go, hi, my name's Ian Fidance. And then I'm like, wait, what? What is, So then we start doing it, and after a couple new directions they give me, I go, you're fucking with me, right? Like, this is
prank show.
I'm being pranked. They're like, no. Like, honestly, they don't really know what they want. There's a ton of different things they're looking for, so we just need to have you do all this. I'm like, all right. And then they keep going, and I go, no, honestly, like, what the fuck is happening? And I go, where's Bonnie? I guarantee Bonnie is in on this. And I hear, like, rustling in the, and I'm like, dude, what was that? Like, you're kind of freaking out. Just, can we get through this? And I'm like, all right. And then she was like, okay, pretend, why don't you take off your shoe and bite it and pretend that's a burger? I go, and she goes, and then do a dance. I go, fuck this, I don't need this. I'm not doing this. What am I gonna fucking dance around so I can get a $200 day rate non-union fucking Hardee's commercial? Fuck this. I was like, you got what you wanted. I'm done. I'm not dancing for you, and I'm not doing this shit that you're telling me to do.
I'm not gonna bite a
I've
shoe.
done fucking everything, and I'm not gonna bite my own fucking shoe.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all these people came out and they're like, oh my god, blah blah blah, that was great. Like, they're like, you're the only one who clocked it as a prank, and you're the only one who refused to do what we told them. I was like,
You must
what?
have felt so good.
I did, yeah,
because that means you have integrity.
They showed me what. They showed me a couple other comics that were biting their shoe, humping the ground, balking like a chicken.
And you got to think less of them.
Dude, one of them, they made them say, like, hi, I'm blah, 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 and I'm a fool. and I'm like, dude, are you kidding me?
Who was it? Go ahead.
I don't know if you know him. Ashton Womack. No, whatever.
I don't know. Was there anybody that you think that I know that was like eating their shoe? You think so?
I'm not going to tell you.
You think I might know them?
But you do know them.
How do you know?
Because I know.
How do you know I know them?
Because I'm not an idiot.
Well, where would I know them from?
We're not doing this. I'll tell you off air.
Just trying to farm for clues.
I know you are.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Right, I didn't know that.
Just tell me who it is. I'll put it on the screen.
Shut up.
If you just whisper into the mic, Troy will hear it.
Troy, I'm trusting you.
Okay.
But yeah, if you
Can I tell
honestly,
Sam?
if you write it down,
do not.
Can I tell Sam?
No. If he writes it down
off air,
I'll look it up. I'll look this person up. Go ahead, Jump.
Do not say.
I won't do that.
No, if you write it down, we won't blow it.
Yeah. But
if we get you to say it, we get you to say it. But if you write it down, that's just lying.
I wouldn't blow them up.
Okay. Just write it on the screen or something, Troy. Did you tell this person that?
Oh yeah,
how it all went. Yeah. That's so great,
dude. Having that one guy go, "Hey, I'm so."
I don't see it on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that rolls.
Like dancing, eating a sandal. Being like, Hardee's burgers. Dude, I talked to her. She's like, yeah, and I had to fucking eat a sandal. And I'm like, I said no. And she's like, we could say no.
I didn't know we could do that. Also, like, what's the reward? It's a Hardee's of all
That's
things.
what I said.
Hardee's.
I was like, I'm not doing this for a fucking $250 day rate, non-union. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
A fucking buyout and you're going to play it everywhere? Fuck this.
That's great.
And I like lost it. And I was like, for Hardee's? Who gives a shit about Hardee's? And they were just like, oh my God. It did feel good though that I like did have a shred of fucking dignity.
There was a little bit of dignity.
I'm not doing this.
Right.
Fuck you.
And I also love that they went and they were like, And for proof that you have dignity, we're going to show you the other ones.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic.
What did they end up using it for? Anything?
Yeah. It was a Hardee's commercial.
Oh, it actually was a Hardee's commercial, except the commercial was that it was a prank.
The commercial was what will people do for Hardee's?
I see.
Yeah. And it was like bark like a chicken.
And so they couldn't use you
then.
They couldn't use you because you were like, who the fuck cares about?
I think the one thing they used for me was like, are you kidding me? No. Or like, this is insane. Like one of my reactions of like, this is crazy, but I clocked it like right away.
So, and then you still got your $200. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's good.
And a free Hardee's.
Hey,
yeah,
man, that's great. So you will flip out if the audition is not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do something like also for the podcast. I've turned down a lot of money for advertisers for things I don't agree with.
Do you want to say who they are? Or you don't want to say.
Yeah, actually, if you use promo code...
No, yeah, I mean, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like stuff that you just don't like, or stuff that you have like an objection to?
An objection to.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Something I don't feel aligned with. And we did, for a minute, do gambling ads, and then I canceled it because I felt real gross about it.
Yeah, especially as a recovering
addict. Like I was like, well, gambling, blah blah, and then we ran like one or two, and I was like, I don't feel good doing this, so I'm not.
Right. Well, because like you have friends, like Rich Voss, who still suffers.
Oh God,
from his
dude. A buddy of mine posted a picture yesterday. He won like $23,000 at a penny slot.
23,000
like the
penny
tap
slot?
machine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding? Because I've been at the casino with him before when he's playing like 2,500 hands of blackjack, and like I have to walk away. I'm just spectating, like, oh my God, just like hitting the fucking thing over and over. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? And he goes, yeah, well, what I did in post is I was there for 15 hours. And he goes, and now I only have 9. But on Instagram, it's like, oh yeah, I want $20,000.
Yeah, you just get that one little moment. Not the fact that 15 hours are just deleted.
15 hours.
15 hours of just sitting there.
And not just sitting there, up and down, losing, winning, up and down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that means let's say you're like, after lunch, let me pop in and just do some penny slots. It's 2 p.m.
Bro, every time I play Vegas in Atlantic City, I leave my debit card at home. I only...
You think you'd be prone to it? Like, you'd be like, this is too tempting? Yeah.
Dude, last year I was in Vegas and I was going through a fucking rough patch, and I... Ooh.
What'd you do?
It was the economic equivalent of shitting yourself on Gaylord Avenue.
Oh, no. It was a little personal rough patch.
Ooh, buddy.
What are we thinking?
What are you thinking?
4 figures?
Yeah.
Yeah. High?
No.
Mid.
Low.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
No.
That's tough. 4 just to disappear?
And I kept...
In this Biden economy?
Thinking I was going to get it back. So much so that whatever.
What'd you do?
I learned my lesson.
How?
By not doing it again.
How'd you know you weren't going to get the 4K back, though?
I'm not. I didn't.
You didn't?
It's not coming back.
It's not?
Every time I look at a check in my bank account, I go, oh, if I had it for.
Right, so now even more so, you have to leave the debit card at home because it's not even just like I'm trying to have a good time. You're like, I really need that 4K back.
Oh, no, I took out a cash advance on my credit card. It was not good. I was really trying to penny slot my way into happiness.
Okay, so then, there was also...
I also met a girl on Tinder and brought her to the casino to teach her how to play blackjack just so I could keep gambling. What do you think I should do here? And I'm just like playing over and over.
This was like a year ago?
2 years ago?
Okay.
2020. Have you felt like everything after 2020 is just like, when was it? Like, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I think it was 2023, 2024, maybe?
Like, there have been things that I'm like, that was like a year or two ago, and they're like, no, that was before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That was 2018, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I get my 2023 and 2024. I think it was last year. Yeah, like February of last year.
Okay,
I think.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been. It's a good problem to have. Not complaining, but I've just been on the road so much. Everything is like blending together. Like this.
And it all moves
2 weeks ago was the first time I was in New York since December for a weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had 10 days in the city. That's the longest I've been in the city since fucking December, yeah.
What do the cats do? They just miss you?
I miss them so much.
You do?
My cousin Sherry comes over and watches them. But mostly I'm gone Thursday to Sunday, and she'll come on Saturday.
Do you start...
I'm gone. I leave tomorrow for 11 days.
11? Where are you going?
Going to Dallas, then Austin, then Montreal, then Indianapolis.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sherry will come and watch them. She'll swing by, play with them on her way home from work.
And do you bring like a ton of clothes, or you just figure if you shit yourself, you'll just wash it in the sink?
You know, it's so funny.
Go ahead.
That thing you said. And also, when I was packing, this time, I swear to God, I put extra underwear. I go, what if you never know if you're going to shit yourself. I'm like, am I really that old that I got to be that safe? Well, you can never be too safe.
Yeah, I don't even think it's an age thing, because I mean, do
you do that? Do you pack extra in case something happens?
I'll pack like an extra pair of underwear, but it's more like if I'm like very like maybe I sweat a lot one afternoon and I take a shower before a dinner, I'd like a fresh pair of underwear. It's not like I might go to the bathroom
like an
in
extra
my
parachute.
Yeah, it's not that.
Well, I've changed. I used to wear wife beaters under my t-shirts.
Nice. That's classy.
Now I was going each night. I have to bring 2 shirts. I change shirts after every show.
So I
sweat through my shirts.
Oh yeah.
So I sweat through my wife beater, sweat through my shirt, change, wear another one, sweat through the next shirt, wear another one.
That was what they said on the Jersey Shore, the shirt before the shirt.
Oh, is that what
that was like a big Jersey Shore thing?
Oh,
yeah, the shirt before the shirt.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm cutting my shirts.
Sweet.
And since I've been boxing for 7 times, I'm cutting off all my sleeves.
Get all the way in. Yeah.
And so now I'm not using wife beaters, and I'm just cutting my shirts and like cutting the sleeves and everything. And so I'm not. Why am I? This isn't interesting.
I was just thinking.
What am I really talking about? My luggage?
Yeah. Just considering that.
Forget it.
Look, luckily, we can end on that now.
Yeah.
You know,
oh my God.
Yeah. Luckily, I thought it was a pretty good appearance and told a great story. Except then you just decided to go detail oriented for the last.
Putted to the finish line.
Yeah. Last minute or two, you went super.
Let's go.
Everybody's zoned out.
Let's just hit you with the details.
I know. I was talking, and I was like, "What am I?"
I know. I was thinking. I'm like, man, I don't care about this.
I do. Yeah. Well, you were like, "Do you pack extra?" And blah, and then that got me.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? My part of it was.
What?
It was like a joke to bring it back to you shitting your pants. And then you were like, you acknowledged the joke. You did. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But then you said, but the truth is, I have a different style of shirt wearing. And I was thinking, like, we could have, on the clock, technically we're in overtime because of the break schedule. We could have ended before this. And I was like, man, talk about your missed opportunities.
Yeah, this putted to the finish line.
Yeah, but we got there.
We got there.
Did the guys from Cool Runnings not finish the race?
We really are. We're carrying our bobsled.
Yes.
It started really great.
Yes.
But then it started sparking and started going.
Yes.
John Candy got really panicked.
And you're like, Ian, you dead, man? And I'm like, I wish. Cut it.
Ian Finance is all over the place. Go see him while he's out on the road. We're talking about Dallas, Indianapolis, Austin, Montreal, Buffalo, Chicago, and then back at the end of August to Indiana, to Fort Wayne. All over the place, man. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, man.
And thank you for keeping us updated on everything.
Yeah, love you guys. Love coming in.
On everything going on. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Greetings and citations fine.
And that's 866-969-1969 to call in to Sam Roberts Show, or of course you jump on the app. Maybe you get lost in the on-demand for a little bit. Then you remember the live show is on. You go, oh, let me go back to live. Oh, look at that phone icon right there. Let me just tap it. And boom, boom. You're communicating with the show just like that. How many shows do that? Well, most of the radio show, but I'm saying like in other mediums, you don't really get to do that. So that's still pretty exciting. Like they don't do like telethon TV shows very often anymore that you'd be able to call in. Every now and then you see those local access clips. And those are hilarious because they just end up getting pranked. There's something about on television when they open up the live phones that you just want to prank it, and it's always funny to go back and they're just trying to stay on topic and they can't because there's one dude that just keeps calling under different names. Well, if you'd like to do that this morning, 866-969-1969. So I don't know. Were we watching the ESPYs last night? Last night at the ESPYs, Shane Gillis hosted, and you never know. Hosting an award show, it seems like hell. There's a few people who do it well. Ricky Gervais, of course, is on the short list of people who do it great. It always ends up being, I think, the only way to successfully host an award show is to just think about the people that are watching on television, and that's like it's counter thinking to the natural process of being on stage and looking at an audience of people, because you're looking at that audience and your instinct is to entertain them. But the secret sauce seems to be kind of trashing them to entertain the people at home. And while in the room it gets a little awkward, you read the articles the next day and everybody thinks it's great. And I think, and honestly, like, award shows are the worst when it just feels like it's for the room, not just for the host, but like, when all the people, if it's like the Oscars or the Emmys or whatever, and everybody in the room is just being self-congratulatory and just feels disconnected. It's like when Will Smith, like, slapped Chris Rock, and then 45 minutes later got an Oscar, and the whole room was giving him a standing ovation. And all of us watching at home were like, what the hell is going on? Like, didn't we just see this guy hit a man? And now he's getting a trophy, and everybody's giving him a standing ovation? There's a major disconnect that clicks in when that happens. That you're like, I don't understand what I'm watching anymore. I don't know. We're living in two separate worlds. So I think that the way to do any of that successfully is just to try, and it's difficult sometimes, to just try to maintain some semblance of connectivity with the people who are actually watching the show. And generally, the people watching the award show are the people who the product that is getting awarded is supposed to be designed for. You know what I'm saying? So I think Shane did that last night. It really felt like Shane was talking directly to the people. It felt like Shane was talking directly to the people at home, and also